Why isn't it? Okay, I guess I'm live. It's not letting me. Where's my chat? So I can post the link. Ah, these buggers. These buggers. I try this way. My channel. And here I gotta paste it. Paste. Send. Oh, no. Oh. How do I pin it now on my phone? Pin message there. All right, now I can get back to Zoom. Close this one. Boom. So it'll be quiet while I'm on Zoom. Oh man. Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Back to meeting there. Okay, now I'm live. Jeez. Oh. Had some things to talk about, I guess. Mother's Day. My mother's been gone for 32 years now. 32 years. And happy Mother's Day to the Fenn family. They lost Peggy last October, month after Forrest. She passed away on St. Francis of Assisi's birthday, who is a saint because he gave away his treasures. And I got new phones. I haven't turned the old phone off. Someone can still message me on there or see even, and partly I came on. Rose knows there's problems or whatever. And the problem is she doesn't communicate, did not communicate, was not there when I wanted to say hi. And here's somebody that's supposedly, loved me, yet turned the phone off so I couldn't contact her. You don't do that to somebody you love. You don't. Because then they wonder what the hell is going on. Why the hell won't she talk to me? So, after a while that you just, why am I getting worked up? Why am I, there's somebody that if she really cared for me, she wouldn't be turning her phone off to keep me from talking to her. And had the weekend off. We've had many weekends I could have drove down and met her halfway in Albuquerque or something, or Santa Fe or whatever she wanted, and just avoided it all. It wasn't, that wasn't my idea of a relationship. I'm trying to get my other phone. There it is right there. And turn down the volume there. And I can get the chat going, see what everybody's saying. Once this one connects, there's the chat. All right. Hey, GeoNut. Hi, Maria. You knew you can't take it with you. Yeah. And Richard, how you doing? So there's, if you're supposedly in a relationship with somebody, you don't cut them off from communicating. Communication is a big part of a relationship. And when one side turns the other side off, it's not going to work. It doesn't work. That other side, why am I not able to talk? Is there somebody else that she's talking to tonight? And if you really care, I mean, supposedly, told me she cared about me, and there was I was cut off from even saying hi. Even the text messages on here that I sent, it still says sent. I mean, this is stuff from Thursday night to yesterday or today at 12:02 a.m. I sent put an emoji on there, and still she hasn't turned the phone on to read the message, or more likely she's put another SIM card in and changed the phone number. And so, and all of this type of activity, people telling me that's called catfishing. It's somebody getting you worked up that they like you and stuff, but you never get to meet them, never see them in person. And all I ever seen was photographs. You can find some models' photographs and post them up and say that you're that person, and until somebody like video chats with you or you meet them in person to confirm that you're authentic. There's street, you confirm you're authentic, then it's real. Well, yeah, I'm going to read the last message I sent to her. I told her, love you lots, but you shut me off for 46 hours at a time. My heart can't take it. I don't understand this strategy. Maybe it's a Scorpio thing. This Aries gives it all. I have no idea when you plan on actually meeting in person, and feel I will run out of patience, especially without some daily communication. I feel like a dog left in a kennel. My phone's on 24 hours a day for you to call. You are very special to me, but it turns me off when you turn your phone off. It tells me I'm not as important to you as you tell me I am. And that's the truth of it. Right?
Sounds like a tease to me, Bill.
Yeah. I've been teased and led on to believe that, and it's empty promises.
I don't understand how people, males or females, can do that to another individual, man. That's sad.
Yeah. And I never heard of this catfishing. I went and looked at some of the videos on it and stuff, and it's like, yep, that's what happened. Phones turned off, can't communicate. Left wondering what the hell's going on, and it's not right.
It sounds like you dodged a bullet, man. She seems like a pretty screwed up individual, if you ask me.
Everything on the phone was all. I'm leaning to believe that she wasn't who she said she was. She wasn't this beautiful young girl. She was a Roseanne Barr. But it's called ghosting when you don't talk to somebody. When you turn your phone off and won't talk, won't reply, they're wondering what they ask you, what's going on, and you won't tell them. And all you can do is leave the person guessing at wild things that half of it's imaginary, but some of it's true.
It's a strange world we live in, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, I don't know if she's somebody in India, you know, somebody trying to uh, get me to do something that I can get in trouble for or something, you know, or what the whole, you know, you don't meet the person in person and stop whining at me, Jack. Yeah, whistling through your nose. Yeah, all that stuff. Hang on one second. Good crazy dog. Oh.
I will say, Bill, the camera you got on your new phone is a hell of a lot better than your old camera, man. That's a crisp picture.
The $150 LG phone's better than the $700 Samsung.
Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Samsung has a bunch of stuff spying on you and whatever. Oh, I didn't push that. I did. Oh, okay.
Is that a flag over your shoulder up there on the wall? I see the stars and the blue field.
Oh,
Is that a flag?
Yeah, it's still in the bag. It's still in the bag.
Nice.
And it's the stitched stars. I like the stitched ones.
Yeah.
I got a pole I want to put up out there and always it up, but I don't want to put my stitched one on. I want to put one of them print flags out there in the wind. Those nice stitched ones, you want to hang them inside.
I know the local American Legion here, if you take an old flag, they'll do a ceremonial burning of it for you, man. It's pretty neat how they do it.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I put the link on my Double Blazes University group for the Zoom. And
is that off
rotate.
YouTube? I mean, is that off Facebook?
Yeah, yeah, Facebook group. It used to be the Forrest Fenn Fanatics group, but after he said it was bound, I changed it to Double Blazes University.
Everybody needs to go to school sooner or later.
Yeah, and I found the thing where Forrest Fenn's doffing his hat or whatever, and I looked it up for the phrase to take your hat off to someone phrase. If you say that you take your hat off to someone, you mean that you admire them for something they have done.
Yeah, yeah. I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, that's off to you. Yeah. And even at the Jamie was it? No, it was the Once Upon a While. He came up behind me and tapped me on the shoulder. That means you're the chosen one.
That was at Collected Works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been to 3 femborees, 2 events at Collected Works. One was the Once Upon a While, and then the Jamie drawing, and then I was at the Leon Gaspard signing, and that's where Randy Billieu was there. I met Randy. I don't remember talking to him I talked to him just a little bit, you know, said hello. And
did he have his dog with him?
I think he did. I don't know. I was allowed to bring my dog in, but I didn't have my dog at that meeting. But I had brought my dog into another one there in the and everybody after the signing in the what is it, just a meeting room he had it in, and then we all went to the bar there at the restaurant, and at the bar their logo for the restaurant is a rabbit, because it's Harvey the rabbit, the imaginary rabbit.
Yeah, that was an excellent movie, man.
And that's why I put on my t-shirts. I had a t-shirts with the Harvey the Rabbit and Forrest Fenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that old cliche, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah. 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 Still, I get there's no response from Rose. None at all. Phone's been off since Thursday. No, what she not asking. Well, for her to ask me what's going on, it's like, well, what's going on. And what do you expect?
Exactly.
There were I had told people on Facebook and all, hey, I'm in a relationship now, so anybody else that was possibly pursuing me went away, and I'm left with nothing.
Well,
So,
change that to available again and watch them come
yeah,
swooping in.
it is. And I dropped the picture. No, I'm not gonna. I can't even. I don't want to watch that video I made, or read that poem I made because it reminds me of,
Right.
And it breaks my heart that she couldn't respond.
There's some strange people in this world, Bill. It's hard to see. It's hard to envision what their intentions are anymore, man, especially with the internet and all.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I have a policy that I will not change my status from single to in a relationship or anything unless I've met the person and physically touched them, gotten a kiss,
Right.
If you ain't got a kiss, you ain't got a relationship. That's how it goes. The virtual stuff ain't gonna, no more virtual relationship.
Well, at least you won't catch an STD that way.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, the rest of my life, I wonder, was that really her in that picture, or was it, like you see, it's I don't want to say whale, but I'll say whale.
Right. Right.
It's usually how it goes.
Like I said, man, it's hard to tell and judge people's intentions when like you said, you never even talked face to face or nothing. I mean, even like in a video, chat, it's hard to judge what people are freaking doing in this world anymore, man.
What we got here? Oh, okay, policy, yeah. And I had to tell, because Huli was pointing me out, hey, look, she's done, and had a video, and I went and looked and stuff, and I tell Huli, I said, she's not responding to the messages. I mean, her phone has been turned off since I last talked to her, because it still says sent at the bottom, which means the phone hasn't been turned on. If the phone was turned on, the message would go off of the phone company's server and onto her phone, and it would say delivered, but it only says sent. So
Huli contacted you?
No, just in messages in Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah. How you doing, Troy? Yeah, it didn't. I wanted to, because she's not doing that. And how do I reach her? This is the only way I can reach her, is to go live. I know she's going to watch. And I really want her to be honest with me, is all. Just be honest.
That's not asking much.
Could still be fixed, but we're going to have to meet in person, or at least video chat, and so I can see the words coming out of some, a live thing that I can see. Yeah, if I'm having a video chat I know that they're actually there. It takes editing and all that to make a phony thing. Yeah. And I don't think there's an app where you could put a face there are, but that's all editing, anything to animate a face and stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know if it's really her.
That's strange, man. That is really strange.
Really who she told me she was. And I don't want to do any investigation, thing. She can come forward and tell me, show me, prove to me that she was real. But as far as I know right now, I think she wasn't real.
Yeah, that's odd, man. That's very, very odd.
I told her my phone's on 24/7. You can call, wake me up. It doesn't matter. I will talk to you. And
it sounds vicious, man. To be honest, if it's leaning towards like the just messing with you, that's fucking vicious, man. If that's what it was.
It's mean to tell somebody you care for them and all this, and you're gonna do this and that, and until you see anything really actually happen or meet them, you can't believe it now. And it not only that, it affects you in your next relationship,
right?
Because you're not
right.
trusting anybody.
Yeah. It's one thing playing with someone's mind. It's a totally different story playing with someone's heart, man. Those are two different things.
Yeah. Yeah, and I watch them shows about the cat, and I guess this show they would bring the people together with the catfisher,
Yep.
And sometimes they actually got together at it, but it was like a month and a half, and no meeting, and no reason for that. Only talk every other day, and the phone was off in between, and so you don't know what's their husband, a fireman or what,
right.
And when he's is every other day shift, and wife's on the phone doing this stuff, and for the job she said she had, I would think that would get her in big trouble, what she's been doing.
Yeah, it's definitely not moral and ethically right. I mean, especially if you're military, man, they don't want people like that doing stuff like that.
I was trying not to say that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And we'll probably never see her in any of the chats anymore. Or if she's in there, it'd be a different name, like she changed her phone number on me. And that's probably why she can't, once you put another SIM card in the phone, you can't put the old one back in,
That's just bizarre, man. That whole thing is bizarre. It's just bizarre. Who would do something like that?
And I'll let her know that I still have that phone number, but it's probably going to be turned off about the 12th, because I don't want to pay another month on that phone. And that's when the last day of the billing cycle is the 12th. So I'm turning those phones off. I got new phones, and I got two now, because that way I double up on the data, right?
Right. You got a hell of a better camera too.
Oh, a better camera. We got two of them.
Yeah, and a cheaper price.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The phones were free.
That's even better.
That Verizon, that 50. Once your phone hit 50 gigabytes, they slowed it down. Once your tethering thing hits 30 gigabytes, they slow that down. Except when they slow your phone down, it compounds the slowdown to your laptop, you know? And I ran speed speed tests, and I was downloading at 0.01 megabytes a second.
And they call it unlimited, right?
They call it, that's unlimited. Well, you still got a connection. No, I don't, because you can't load anything with that kind of speed. You know, it didn't work. I was on Fendi's Zoom, and I had, and it kept disconnecting me, and finally it wouldn't let me in there at all. And I went to YouTube. It couldn't even load this. I couldn't even watch it on YouTube. And so, you know, whatever they talked about at the end of that, I didn't see it.
Well, there's one problem you solved in your life. Get rid of Verizon.
Yeah. Well, that crappy Verizon phone was $110 a month for the service for that lousy service. And these phones, I got to, because I'm over 55, it was $45 a month for each one.
And that's tax included, right? Tax and everything.
Yes, I right there, $90 total.
I think I'm going to check into that T-Mobile, man, because I'm not really happy with Straight Talk, really.
Yeah,
because it runs off Verizon.
And I got two phones.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could actually, you know, if I wasn't using this one for the chat, to watch the chat, well, I could still got my computer tethered, and I could do the pop-out chat without the video running, so that I don't use up the data on that so much, running video, and I could take phone calls.
The lines are open, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got two phone numbers. Well, really, I got three until that other one's turned off.
Right.
But she's not going to message me. And it's because I'm right. I mean, you know, the one time she called while I was in a stream, and I had to leave the stream to talk to her, and she cried, you know, and it's like, it was basically fake tears, because she doesn't really have feelings for me to do this to me.
What live stream was that, Bill?
It was one of Greg's, and
Greg.
I had the phone was ringing, and I tapped out of the live stream for a bit and talked to her, and I came back.
Okay.
Or no, maybe it was my live stream. It was one of mine. And Greg's, oh, put me in charge. This, I'll be back. You don't need to put anybody in charge. It's handled.
Yeah.
But you know, well, I talked about that. Now I don't want to dwell on that. And,
Right.
And you know, why would you be worried about anything somebody said about you if you're not using your real name?
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
You know, here I am. My real name is my YouTube channel. And I'm not hiding anything. I have nothing to hide. But yeah, it's gonna. I'm not in a relationship unless I've met the person from now on.
Like I said, man, it's a strange world we live in now, Bill.
Yeah, virtual. It was good virtual love, but I mean virtual. You know, and you know, maybe talking a little dirty or whatever. You know, it's like you shouldn't be trying to turn somebody on and have it so it's never going to actually happen. You know, That's kind of cruel.
That's not kind of cruel. That is definitely cruel, man. Without a
Yeah.
doubt, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it, and I don't. You know, I can't imagine what you if I imagine what you look like. Okay, if I imagine what you look like naked, then I'm not really. It's imaginary, so it's only from my memory and other people I've seen naked.
Yeah.
It's not you. And I don't want to see you naked, Street.
I was just getting ready. All I got on is my underwear.
That's too much. Yeah. And nobody wants to see a guy in jockeys.
Not with their balls hanging out.
Boxers, you're all right, but jockeys, no.
Old age, man. It's killing me, Bill. It's killing me.
Yeah, you might have one hanging low.
I never would have pictured it when I was young.
You've heard of the book, One Trail in the Sand by One Hung Low?
That's a classic.
Yeah. Yeah, Troy, I did do a Google search. I did a celebrity search. It came up Betty Davis and Greta Garbo. and a bunch of Asians. A lot of Asian actresses came up because of her eyes, you know. That's about image search. Yeah. How you doing, Whoopi? Grease monkey. Kidding. He knows I'm kidding. No, not on this end. There wasn't, nut job. A string through a stone. To disrespect, sir, but this looks a little fishy. Mr. Gorman talking about a girl dressed all nice and respectable, impressive, if you will. I'm not much of a orange soda, but crush comes to my mind. Yeah. And somebody told me that they seen that birthday video on one of them catfish shows.
Oh shit.
And so all you gotta do is change the audio. But even for, yeah, because they said they said it was a Ukrainian in the video.
I had mentioned, man, once you did one of the pictures. I said, man, she looks like Czechoslovakian or something, over in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, like Zsa Zsa Gabor, like, or
yeah, that real skinny nose and the way the eyes set, it's like Czechoslovakian and whatever,
well,
Uzbekistan and all those areas.
Yeah, I probably would have never met her, she'd tell me on the week, I went for a drive to Lincoln, I went to, and somebody over there could look at Google Earth and see what places I could say I went. And she spoke many languages, so catfish would be a excellent. They could people all around the world.
I just don't. Maybe I'm old school, but I just don't understand that, man. I don't understand who would even initiate it, who would think about. I just don't understand that concept.
Yeah. Troy's face matches with the Van Heusen hair design website. Yeah. Who you are talking about? I don't think I'm quite up to speed. Was Alamo Rose string. Yeah. Really got my attention. I was very interested, but I don't want to continue being teased. I want it to be real, you know. If it ain't real, then, you know, if it's somebody in Ukraine doing it, it ain't gonna happen then, you know.
I see those websites pop up all the time in my browser about you I think they call them Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe women love older American men. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they do. Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they just the same way with like the Orient. They just want that green card, man.
Well, they one thing they know, the older guys got more money than the younger guys, mostly.
Yeah.
Usually.
And they don't run around or nothing.
Yeah, and the other thing is, you know, they may only have 20 more years to live, and there'll be an inheritance at the end, and you know.
It shocked me. I think it was you told me how old Ivanka is. That Trump's newest wife, Ivanka? Who's his newest wife? How old she was?
Melania.
Melania. Were you telling me she's like in her late 60s or something?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know how old she is.
Someone told me. I said, man, I bet you she's in her 40s. They're like, no, I think she's in her like late 60s. I'm like, holy shit, man. See what money does for you?
Yeah, let's see. What's it come up? Wikipedia. She is. Yeah, and my internet's faster and everything on my computer, you know, it's great. And I'm only tethering off the one phone right now. And when that 40 gigabytes, then I'll switch it to tether off the other one. Nope. She's 51.
She still looks good for 51, man.
Oh, wait. Where's this? Does it even not? Does it not say? Okay. Yeah, 1970.
Wow.
She's a Taurus. April 26th. So she just turned 41. I mean 51. And what's Trump? He's like 10 years older than me. He's like 72, 75.
Yeah, he's in his 70s. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disappointing.
I bet it is, man.
But you know, I have that single RVers web or group in Facebook, and you know, I put in there. I was looking for another admin because I was in, you know, a relationship, and I don't need to deal with a singles group anymore, and so whatever. And I wasn't, you know, it wasn't true, I guess, because I wasn't. Apparently, I was only virtually in a relationship. I wasn't really in one.
So then that don't count, does it?
Yeah, but then what, you know, then I said, well, that's changed. You know, she's not answering my messages or calls or anything. So you know, back everything up. I mean, I went from single to in a relationship, back to single, back to in a relationship. Now I'm single again. You know, in 40 days.
Well, from my experience, I've dated much younger women, and yes, it is nice. it is nice, but I'm telling
Yeah.
you, for me, it didn't take very long, a matter of weeks, and I was tired, man. I just, the running and everything, I just got tired. I couldn't keep up with it, man. It
Yeah.
just didn't. But once again, it was nice. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't have the energy to keep up with them, man. My life is at a different level than theirs. They're still running around wanting to do things and always running. Hell, I'm comfortable sitting at home, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But this last one, because people had seen that I made the video, wrote the poem and stuff. And now that's over, and I'm back to single again, look what he did for her.
Exactly. You might have like
Yeah.
perked the attention of someone that is interested and would be good, man.
Yeah. The horses have left the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little the rebound coming.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, then dealing with another searcher that oh man. It's, it's like it makes you want to run the other way. I don't know. I don't think I could deal with it. I care about your, what the trace did to you, made you see ghosts and things. And I don't know what Forrest, I don't think Forrest Fenn had anything to do with your cat disappearing. You know, I don't know anything about that. I don't think Forrest Fenn, I think whenever your cat did, I think he was in Santa Fe when that happened. So, and if the aliens took your cat, it had to be Alf.
Alf did like cats, didn't he?
So really, I do need a decent woman to protect me from.
It's a strange world we live in, Bill. Very strange.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk about breakups. You ever have to leave a woman's house with her throwing stuff at you, throwing stuff at your car as you're driving off, calling you every foul name, and you don't know what happened?
Well, it has happened to me, but I knew exactly what happened, man. It was my fault.
Yeah. Yeah. My first wife married my next door neighbor 20 days after we were divorced.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
They knew each other.
Well, yeah, we lived next door. Come on over,
Yeah.
we'll drink some beer and watch a football game.
He didn't pay attention to the first three of the commandments, did he?
Yeah. No. I doubt he ever read the Bible.
That still amazes me, Bill. That still amazes me, man. The first three commandments is basically saying keep your eyes, your hands, and your dick off your neighbor's stuff, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
And it ain't changed, ain't it? What was that? How many thousands of years ago was that? And it hasn't changed a bit, man.
And people ain't listened.
Nope.
They're still doing the same thing.
I have noticed since I hit my 50s, I'm 58. So since my 50s, like before 50, basically all my relationships was based on, it was sexually, I was attracted sexually. But once I hit like 50, it was like, man, I can't fuck all the time. I got to talk to this person. So it like shifted to like, the looks ain't really important to me no more. Do I enjoy being around this person, man? You know, if
Yeah.
she comes in and like brings drama, all that, it's like, shit, man, I'm tired, man. I ain't into that shit.
Yeah.
If, you know, if she comes in like real mellow and basically on the same speed as me, I find that fucking sexy as hell, man.
Yeah. Nut Job says she's dating a married woman. I mean, he's dating a married woman.
I wouldn't recommend that, man. I wouldn't.
Yeah. Even one going through women going through a divorce. Last girlfriend I had, her ex-husband, they were divorced when I met her and stuff. And you know, he's cutting up a deer or whatever. He come over to her property, cutting up a deer, and he's got a knife in his hand. And he says, cut your nuts off with this knife. And called the sheriff. Sheriff didn't do nothing. You know, let him do what he wants, because he could lie his ass off and whatever, you know. But he came up my property and let the air out of all my tires. And I had a bus with 6 tires that require high pressure. And I had 2 cars. I had my car. My son had left his car there because he had just joined up in the Army and was in basic training in the Army. And the guy let the air out of his tires and broke the headlight on it, you know? And then he tell the sheriff, well, you know, you leave vehicles sit around, the air leaks out. My RV's been sitting here for 2 years. I ain't put no air in it, you know. There was nothing wrong with the Michelins on that bus.
Was he related to someone in law enforcement in that county? I'm assuming.
No, he was a ugly Mexican.
Oh,
he you know, he used his race. Well, he's Mexican. We can't do anything with it. We can't do anything.
I dated
I have
back.
lots of Mexican friends. Okay, I don't have anything against Mexicans,
Right.
but I have something against, you know, somebody who's an asshole. And he was an asshole. He was more asshole than he was Mexican.
In my 30s, I dated this woman, and she had one son, and she was divorced a little over a year, almost 2 years, and her ex-husband lived. They shared the same house, man. I thought that was weird.
Yeah,
I
that is
did.
weird.
It was weird.
Yeah, yeah. Women need to know, if you're divorced and you want another man to be interested in you, you gotta have extremely limited contact with your ex-husband. It's maybe exchange the kids for the weekend. Hi, here they are. You know, wave from the door. Don't go out and meet them and hug them. None of that. You can't do that and have another. You know.
Well, I'm the opposite. I enjoy when you have a like divorced and you're dating her and she gets along with her ex-husband. That's cool, but not living in the same house. That's just weird, man. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, Nut Job says the woman he's dating, her husband knows it. That marriage won't last.
And
And then sometimes you wonder, is her husband impotent? Viagra
what's
doesn't
this?
work for him, or what?
What's this poster's name again, Bill?
Nut Job.
Okay. You're asking for trouble, buddy.
Yeah, Trump 74, according to Troy. Date this guy's wife. Yeah. Troy says somebody should be dating Nut Job's wife.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be fun to, one of these guys that are a real asshole or something, set him up with a transgender date.
Surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody might commit suicide over that shit.
Well, like I said, it's one thing planting seeds and playing with someone's mind, a mind game. I mean, that's life, man. We're all playing mind games, but playing with someone's heart, that's just, to me, that's devious, man. That's diabolical.
Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of fun talking about this stuff.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
life, man. It's life.
I had a girlfriend, I was in California in like 96, 97, and designing fiber optic networks for outside plant engineering. And I had this girlfriend, Blanche. and I thought I told her I was going to make a trip to Colorado, I was just going to be, a 3-day trip to Colorado and back. And she said, okay. And she went along and we got out to Colorado, and we're in a motel room at the American Motel or whatever, cheap motel there on I-70. And 2:00 in the morning, she's waking up. I want to go home now. Take me to the airport. I want to go home right now. I'm like, holy smoke. I said, we'll head back tomorrow. Okay, no problem. But let's get some sleep and, calm down. There was nothing happening. It was like some dream she had. She had to leave, and yeah. And then that relationship lasted maybe a month after that trip, and then she was, get out of here, and yelling from the balcony, and it was something that she had discussed with her roommate, another woman roommate, and yeah, I was expelled at that point. Okay, bye.
I think the band Elf does a song called Blanche.
Yeah,
They might have known her.
Yeah, probably the same Blanche.
That's not a very common name.
But we had got, I'd taken her to see the went to a San Francisco Giants game, and after the game, the Monkees came out in a convertible and had a stage, and they did a set on the band the Monkees, Peter Tork, and all them. Yeah, so I got to see the Monkees. They weren't flying or anything, but
I was amazed to hear that the Monkees were put together by some like British producer or something. They didn't even know each other, man. They just kind of put it like the modern day, what they call them, boy bands, the way they put them together.
Yeah.
I heard that. Did you ever hear that about the Monkees?
No, I didn't know that they were that way, put together that way. But Michael Nesmith, he made some good videos in the MTV days.
He was the one that always wore the hat, right? The stocking cap.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was one of the few real musicians in it, and the singer. I think the singer, he ended up like doing a solo career too or something.
Richard seen the Monkees at Market Square. Yeah, there's a Market Square in about 40 cities. Yeah, I seen Kansas in Florida. I seen Boston in Oakland. I seen Chicago in Dallas.
Did you ever see ZZ Top? Did you ever see ZZ Top?
No, I haven't got to see them yet.
Hell, they're still out touring, man.
That's my neighbor. My neighbor's Billy Gibbons. And next concert, I got a good camera for it. when I brought my other Nikon that had detachable lens, they wouldn't let me bring it in. They said you couldn't have detachable lenses.
I would like to see a concert at Red Rock. I always liked outdoor concerts, man. They're just for me, they're more enjoyable than like inside. I'd love to see a concert at Red Rock.
Yeah, yeah. I seen Yes there, and it was like perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
And Tom Petty and Vintage Trouble I seen there, and got a picture with them too. They got a song like Perfect Strangers. Why don't we do it like Perfect Strangers on top of the sheets?
What was the name of that band?
Vintage Trouble.
Vintage Trouble. I've never heard of them.
Yeah, he was one of them competition singers.
Okay,
He's real good.
Yeah.
It's a black guy, and he's got two. One of his guitar players is from Queen, and he's got some professional. You know, the rest of his band's professional. He just sings mostly, and he goes out through the crowd and they body surf him. You know, pass him around over the top of the crowd.
Well, hell, wasn't it Queen picked up that one? I forget his name. He was like on American Idol, I think. That's who Queen picked up as their lead singer now.
Ah,
I can't remember the guy's name, but he had a hell of a fucking voice range, man.
uh-huh. Oh,
I took my kids to, I don't know if I told you or not, this Ohio State Fair every year. If you buy tickets to like their concerts inside during the state fair, they give you
yeah.
free admission. So every
Uh-huh.
year I take my kids to, I took them to see, it was Deep Purple and Nazareth. And it
Yeah.
had the original lead singer from Deep Purple. And there was like this screened off area. He would sing a couple bars and then go behind the screened in area. And man, I told my kids, I said, back in the day, he'd be back there snorting coke and drinking. And I said, I'll bet you he's sucking oxygen. Man, this is sad. It was one of the saddest concerts I'd ever seen, Bill. I felt so fucking sorry for him, man. It's like, they're in their fucking 70s, man. He couldn't even go. I mean, like Smoke on the Water, that was a 20-minute song, man. He'd sing a few bars and then go behind the screen, man. And then come back out, sing a few more. It was sad, man.
Yeah.
But at least they can tell their grandkids, Jeff, I saw Deep Purple live.
Yep. Yeah. I saw
Hell,
Blue Oyster Cult 2016 at the Royal Gorge.
that would have been nice, man.
Yeah.
Hell, even Nazareth, I think the only original band member was like the bass player, man. And the only reason I say that is because he looked 70 some years old. All the rest of them, they had a young singer, it was sad.
Yeah. I met Ronnie Montrose about 1982.
I always liked Montrose.
Picture shaking hand. I can't find that picture anywhere now. My when I first divorced, all of my negatives from all my pictures back then were gone.
I always liked Rock Candy and Bad Motor Scooter, man. That album, I think it was just named Montrose. It might have been their first album. That was a hell of an album.
Uh-huh. Now Sammy Hagar, it was he taught him how to play guitar.
Yeah.
I'd like to go down Cabo Wabo sometime, meet Sammy. That'd be cool.
Is that where he hangs out now?
That's it. Well, that's it. He has a bar there.
Oh, okay.
Cabo Wabo's the bar in Cabo.
I was shocked when Van Halen picked him up, man. David Lee Roth kind of went off of the rails and they dropped him or he quit or whatever. I was kind of surprised they got Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of odd, but yeah, Sammy was probably a better personality.
Oh yeah, easier to deal with.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Sammy says that David Lee Roth rolls pinners. Yeah. I think I saw an interview, Sammy Hagar interviewing Willie Nelson.
Oh, that'd be a hell of a pair to party with, man.
Yeah, they should be rolling doobies, and Willie Nelson smoked a joint on the roof of the White House.
Rock on, Willie, rock on.
He says he did. And what's her name? Grace Slick. She tried to slip Richard Nixon LSD.
Be careful who you invite to the White House, huh?
Yeah, that would have been funny. Yeah. Willie Nelson on the side of the road in Texas. Yeah, I seen Willie Nelson at Billy Bob's in Fort Worth on the 4th of July. I think it was 1984 or 85, somewhere in there.
He got a pretty bad rap, man, with the IRS and all that. He got a pretty fucking bad rap.
Yeah.
They took basically everything he owns, man.
Yeah, government sucks. Government sucks.
Well, if you look at all those famous people, all of a sudden, all these fucking leeches and rats come in, man, and just try to fuck you up and take everything you got, man.
Yeah. Nut Job says April Wine. Remember them?
Oh, hell yes. April Wine.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one of the more famous people I met was singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
Fred Astaire?
No. What was his name again? I had it there, but I sang the song instead. Gene Kelly.
Oh, Gene Kelly. Okay, yeah.
I met Gene Kelly at the county fairgrounds out in California at the Pleasanton, Alameda County Fair in Pleasanton. That had to be about 72. Yeah. And I met Jerry Van Dyke. I met him there.
He was funny. Yeah. He was funny.
Yeah.
I think the last time I ever saw him was on, what was that series, Coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta let Jackie in. Come on, get in. Oh, he's a good dog. He's a pest sometimes, in and out, in and out, in and out.
I've heard a lot about Jerry was funnier than Dick. Dick was like pretty much a straight. He wasn't that funny of a person, but Jerry, I guess, was the fucking joker in the family, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't remember any of his jokes at the show, but I did get to meet him. You know, this guy, well, after the show, they'd come out in front of the stage and talk to you. You know, when I went and seen Joe Satriani after the show, he runs away behind stage. You don't get to say hi. Those kind of performers that you know, I like the performers that'll actually say hi to you.
Yeah, I mentioned it, I think last night. Axl Rose, man. I've heard so many fucking stories about how much of a little pansy he fucking is and how he's worse than David Lee Roth, man. Like a diva type fucking personality. I think it
Uh-huh.
was Sturgis. Sturgis, he actually refused to fucking take the stage because they never had like 20 some thousand people or something. And the guys paying him said, "Yo, man, you break this fucking contract, we'll sue you." He ended up getting sued for it. He
Yeah.
refused to take the fucking stage.
Wow. I seen Buck Cherry at the House of Blues in like 1999. And after the concert, they went across the way. There was at the House of Blues or downtown Disney. After the concert, they had a CD signing at Virgin Records, and so I got to meet the whole band of Buck Cherry, have autographed CD from Buck Cherry.
They put on a good show, man. I saw them in 2006. They put on a hell of a show, man. They're pretty energetic.
Yeah, I brought I had 4 tickets for the band live, and I was working at Time Warner Telecom, and I invited this other guy I worked with and these 2 girls, you know, and we went there to the concert, and the House of Blues, they have a pat balcony outside. You can go outside and get some cool air or whatever, and come back in. They spent the whole concert outside on the balcony. Like, why the hell did I bring these people to a show? I'm like, come on inside and enjoy the show. But I seen Peter Frampton there, Bad Company, Joe Satriani, the Eurythmics, the Pretenders. I was going to 3 concerts a month there.
The good old
1999.
days. The good old days, man.
I was partying like it was 1999 and 1999.
when
How
I was
did they
going
know?
when I was going to school in the military out in Washington State, Whidbey Island, the NCO club had 3 Dog Night there. And man, there was maybe 25, 30 people in the fucking audience. And it's one of the best, it's the top 5 best concerts I ever went to, man. It was like you were sitting in their house. They talked to you and like, hey, what's your favorite, man? You remember us? It was one of the most personalized. It was one of the best concerts. And afterwards, they hung around. We partied outside the NCO club, man. It was a great concert.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen Troy brought up Molly Hatchet. I seen them with the Outlaws.
Flirting with disaster.
And that was like Santa Clara University. And then another time I seen the Outlaws playing at one of the local bars there in California. And it was $14 to get in. And when I got in there and I was walking across the dance floor, and there was $14 on the floor. I said, hey, free. It didn't cost me anything.
Have you ever seen Jackal?
No, the movie.
Okay, they did. One of their big songs was Lumberjack. We're talking probably 80s they came out. They were pretty crazy. Hell, they're still out. They play Sturgis a lot, man. They're like the Bad Boys biker type band. They put on a hell of a concert.
Yeah. Oh. And I went to a Day on the Green that had it was 1977, and it was who those guys that had the plane crash and
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner, yeah, before the plane crash, Leonard Skinner with Edgar Winter, Johnny Winter, Rick Derringer, Ronnie Montrose.
That's a hell of a lineup, man.
Yeah, it was great. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you could do it over again, it's like, and all the crap, and it's like the relationships are still like, What the hell?
I'm lucky enough to make it through the first time. I don't think I could do it again, man. Not
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Some people, like the other person I was talking to earlier today, you know, when is this? When are these demons going to leave me? You know, when can I return to normal? And when is? I said, well, when they produce the real finder of the chest, and you see pictures of that person with the chest in his home or her home, sitting there playing with the stuff in it, then you know it's over.
Well, even then, how many people are still going to be fucking pissed off, man? They're
Yeah,
still going to, you can't make everybody happy, man.
yeah. Even Jack said that the pictures he put online were pictures of pictures. They were pictures of pictures. That means he didn't take the picture of the chest. He has no pictures of it other than pictures of pictures.
Well,
See,
like I said, man, a winner, and I'm doing air quotes here, a winner was announced, and still look at no, there's people that still are unhappy. They were unhappy. In my opinion, that you were unhappy when you got into this, and you're unhappy now. I mean, why be surprised? You probably weren't happy when you were looking for it.
Well, I got my art stuff I want to move on to and stuff, you know, and kind of monetize it into crypto art. They call it, I
Right.
guess you could call it crypto digital art. Each piece is like a crypto coin, and it's a unique thing
It's
that can
all
be
like
traded.
anything, man. The key is advertisement. You got to get on the right platform, man. And the one you've been talking about sounds like a hell of a better place than where you are now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got to get some of this doctor thing going. Uh, once I get caught up on my dental, so I got to hang out here till at least July or so, and probably this winter I'll probably head south somewhere or east or something, somewhere that doesn't get as cold as here.
Yeah.
And it's not such a high altitude.
Well, I've
Because
heard they're starting to like crack down on Quartzsite and that other town down there. They're starting to like it's drawing in like the wrong type of people.
that's it was the thing is that people that living in your van or your RV and stuff, you can't go somewhere and leave your freaking trash all over the place.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
same with
they need
Slab
to arrest
City.
those people that are trashy like that.
Well, it's like Slab City, man. It brings in like the nasty of the nasties where they have no other place to go, and it kind of
Yeah,
ruins like you and people like me that go there and have show respect. These younger people have no
yeah,
respect for themselves or anybody else.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't believe in carry it in, carry it out. They carry it in and leave it, man.
yeah. No text message. What the hell? Uh-huh. The messages. The phone I'm turning off. Pretty soon you have to realize I won't be getting anything on that. Like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to turn it off. What's today? The 9th?
Yep.
Monday the 10th, 11th, Wednesday. That phone is getting turned off on Wednesday. and then I have a Samsung S9 Plus to sell. I'll be putting it on eBay. I'm not just taking an offer, it's going to be the highest bidder. Same with my old Nikon. That'll go on eBay. and it'll be the highest bidder, not just somebody with $100.
This is business, damn it.
Yeah, I got to get all I can out of it. If somebody's willing, whatever they're willing to pay. But I love my new I got some pictures of Jupiter the other night. There was supposed to be that Chinese satellite was coming over, and so I was outside ready to, get video of it crashing or coming through the atmosphere, burning up, making fireballs and whatever. And only got video of it crossing the sky. It didn't.
I was going to say, Bill, with that new camera, hell, you could probably zoom in and read the serial numbers off the damn thing.
Almost. Yeah. No, it is a little limited. And when you look far across this landscape or whatever, you get all the air vapors and stuff that just totally distort whatever you're looking at. Black coffee in bed. Yep. Yep. I like those. And Cyndi Lauper. Did she play it there? I think she played there. But the Pretenders, Chrissy Hines, man, she called the people who anybody eating meat were MFers, and and it's like, you don't go out and tell your fans that. You just lost half of your fans right there,
No shit. I paid to get in, and then you're going to bitch at me, man? Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give a shit about your opinion. Just sing your fucking songs.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah,
Who
Troy,
was that?
You want to know if you ever read the serial number on a condom? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to unroll it all the way to get that, don't you?
The best part about a condom is when they break. And you go, oh, yeah. That feels good. I haven't rolled it down far enough. Rolled what down? Oh, yeah. No, Jason hasn't. No, Jason says he has small hands. Anyhow. Yeah. It's what else are they saying? Wayward son. Yep. Chrissy didn't need no treasure. No, she didn't need a treasure. They were pretenders. Yeah. What was I got? I had something on my mind about Jack. He ain't the one that found it. Those pictures, a picture of a picture. So if he had a picture of a picture, then if his chest was his, why can't he take a picture of the chest?
Well, I think legalities coming out and calling yourself the finder, and it was in parentheses when he wrote it. I don't think there's any laws being broken with that, man. Anybody could come out and do that, right? There's no laws.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the finder, in quotes or parentheses, is not the person who found the chest. He's a pseudonym of an author who wrote a story on Medium.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then when you dive into his background, onion writer, come on, onion. When you peel an onion, it makes you cry, right? So each layer we peel back, it's symbolizing crying, man.
Yeah, I guess it's I'll never hear from Mystery Woman again, I bet. And all she had to do is make it real. Like Santana, make it real or else forget about it.
Yep. Or just forget about it.
Yeah, just forget about it. I don't care for being teased. I don't want to do no phone sex. I want real sex, not phone sex, not virtual stuff. I don't watch MTV Catfish. I don't think any of that is funny what those people do. Those even that crank yankers or whatever, where they make prank phone calls.
Yeah.
A little bit funny, but it's not really fun. You know, the thing, at least they made it. You know, I think they mostly let them know, hey, this was just a joke. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Well,
not like these
I can
catfish.
remember being young, like elementary school, and doing the old. Remember Prince Albert? You call a grocery store or something. Hey, do you have Prince
Yeah,
Albert in the can? They're like, yeah.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
well, you better let him out. He can't breathe.
yeah,
I can
yeah. We
remember
do
that
that. We
as
used to,
kids.
as we were in California, and we would call information like in Florida, Tennessee, just to listen to the accent of the operators.
But once again, we're talking. We were kids, man. We weren't adults doing that shit.
Yeah, yeah. You don't play games with people because karma will get you.
Yes, it's
Uh-huh.
real and it's out there.
Yeah.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Werewolves of London.
Warren Zevon.
Yeah. I like
I like.
the one that did it in Cars. Do, 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 do. Uh, and there's that song. Get in
Yes.
my car.
Yeah.
Get out of my dreams. Get into my car.
Weren't they one of the? They came from. Wasn't it a British band? They were like real clean cut looking,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I think
late
so.
70s,
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah. I remember
I
like
did like
yeah.
when Warren Zevon, I think it was his first album, he came out. Excitable Boy was the name of the album. It had Werewolves of London, Excitable. Um,
Yeah.
Roland the Thompson or Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. That was a hell of a fucking album, man.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school and U2, the band U2 came out with their album Boy, and the song was Run. And I get it now. um, yeah. Why in real life like dreams? I've been having a weird dream that my car broke down. I end up at some weird place with some bunch of people that are you know, and it's like they won't give me a ride back to my place, and I'm stuck there.
You're having it repeatedly or just once?
Had it twice.
Huh.
Yeah, same place, a little bit different, slightly different dream. You know.
Well, there's a lot of wisdom in dreams, and hell, there's all kinds of like dream analysis and all that. There's wisdom because you normally dream of what was going on in your life at the time, and when your brain shuts down, it kind of takes over. And yeah, people should pay
Yeah.
attention to their dreams, in my opinion.
Yeah. I watch these tarot card readers because I'm Aries, and they're saying the treasure is yours, and how do you know about the treasure? You know, you're gonna have it, and they said that I'll have managers and all that, and I can just continue being who I am, and they will take care of all the business.
That's a dream come true right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it happened. You know, and the conversation with Rose was, you know, somewhere heading that way. I don't know, but it just it wasn't materializing. I didn't get a hug or kiss or nothing, just a virtual, and only 6 hours away. I don't have and she's going for 10-hour drives on the weekend and stuff, and coming halfway up and not telling me until after she's gone. Oh, I went up here and went there, and I could have met you there. Didn't happen. Put it off. Make me wonder what the hell's going on. What,
The world's getting stranger and stranger every year, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see who else. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah. I won't say names there. I won't even talk about what's on there. But
What, in chat?
No, in Messenger.
Oh.
Yeah. I get a call, and on Messenger I can handle it, but talking, it's like, slow down. Relax a little bit. I don't think Forrest had anything to do with your cat disappearing, but Alf probably got your cat. If there was aliens, it was Alf or Giorgio.
I put my email up on my YouTube channel for about 3 months, and I had to take it back down, man. It was just like I couldn't handle it. I could not handle it.
Loose Screws ski review says Alamo Rose is looking for a real man. In my ass.
Well, she'd have to be real in order to want a real man, right?
She can talk sweet, but I talk is cheap. You got to make it real. Make it real or forget about it. Yeah. My love is a lot. Isn't that? Yeah, Gary Wright. I seen Gary Wright in Florida. And they were there with the Atlanta Rhythm section, and drummer for the Atlanta Rhythm section died in the middle of the concert. Had a heart attack. He was in Florida. He had too much cocaine, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Florida, there's in 1999, I was working at Time Warner, and I lived in between Universal Studios and Disney, or really in between SeaWorld and Disney, and had a pass for Pleasure Island, annual pass, so there's no cover charge, and we take it's $5. It was $7 to take a cab there, so you take $7 there and $7 back, and you go there, get drunk all you want. And I remember met up with some waitresses, or some of the bartender waitress, after they closed, and we whipped out a joint and so, oh, we don't want anything to do with that.
You scared them, huh?
Yeah, it scared them. And I don't know how New Mexico was having. They were going to have a law that they were going to legalize pot.
Yeah, Tim Zozo Rocks. He was talking about it a few weeks ago, man. Saying they're going to have, I think, recreational too, medical and recreational, maybe.
Yeah, it was something in the legislature. They were waiting for the governor to sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Mexico governor signs bill to legalize recreational pot. April 12th.
Well, I've said it many a times, that's it's fantastic that the powers to be are starting to realize it, even though they're doing it, in my opinion, for the money revenue. But I go back to, I've been doing it since the 70s. I never asked for your permission. I don't need your permission. I'm surely not going to pay for your permission to do it.
Uh-huh. Can I? Yeah, too bad I can't do a pop-out chat on this, so I'm not, using the data for the video. Neil Diamond, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Yeah, my sister ran a bar in California, or she managed the bar and did book the bands and stuff, and she had a lot of famous people come through there.
That would have been a nice hookup, man.
Even Johnny Rotten played there. The Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
And the band that that other what was that other punk rock band then? They're that movie Ridgemont High music.
The Ramones?
The Ramones played at my sister's bar, yeah. I'm watching me on the video, and it looks like my eyes are like half shut. And I ain't even smoked nothing yet today.
Well, there's your problem, Bill.
Okay, let's break it out. Yeah.
Doctor's orders, man. At least once or twice a day.
Yeah. Do you think Forrest smoked pot?
It would, on a regular basis, I don't know, but it would not surprise me.
I think he at least tried it.
Yeah.
He has that chapter about Quanah Parker and talks about the Peyote Church.
Yeah. Well, then you have these, it's a generational thing. They look at people like, say, I go out and I buy a Percocet, right, off the streets. I buy a Percocet. I'm wrong. But yet the person I bought it from, it was prescribed to them by a doctor, and that's okay because the doctor said it. Man, get the fuck out of here. I think I know my body. If I think I need a Percocet, I don't need no doctor to tell me that. I just need a doctor to give it to me.
Yeah.
But
well,
yet, if you mention,
tell them.
well, then if you mention weed, it's like, oh my God. But at the same time, they're sipping on a cocktail. Man, get out of here.
Yeah. I got a bowl loaded. Got to find my lighter. I know where lighters are. In this drawer right here. I can find it blindfolded. Red lighter. Find the red lighter blindfolded. How's that? See?
Voila. Magic.
Yeah. That was when when I took the box out that was under. I'm in the dinette of my RV, and the drawers that you pull the drawer one time, and all of a sudden, dude, the whole front panel of the drawer comes off, and you can't get the staples back in. Tear it out of there, and so I got this 4-drawer plastic chest from Walmart, and it fits perfect right in there. And I got a chair with wheels, so I'm more comfortable. I'm not sitting on that hard seat. This seat's really hard, but it's more comfortable.
Aren't most the travel trailers built out of that like press board or whatever they call it. It's basically sawdust
Yeah.
pressed. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Once they come unstable, you ain't going back into the same. No, man, they don't go back together.
Yeah. You know what'll make them better when they do make the drawers with 3D printers and it's one solid piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will make it be a big improvement. And the drawer on the other, I took the drawer and I screwed the front panel thing on, and I just lift the seat thing up, and I've got batteries under there. That's my power and source and stuff. And all the light in here is all on battery. I've been on battery since the sun went down hour or so ago, and my lead acid batteries will run out about 1:30 in the morning, and then I have two 28 amp hour lithium batteries.
So it's working out a hell of a lot better for you, right?
48 volt 28 amp hour. So that's like having 100 something amp hour of 12 volt.
Yeah.
What did Troy say? What state does Street live in? The state of confusion.
Or delusion, one or the other.
He,
I migrate.
he's in Ohio. I think he's said that many times.
Yep.
My grandfather used to run bananas from Florida up to Ohio, and he'd stop in Tennessee or Kentucky and swap out bananas for moonshine.
Yeah.
So the moonshine was buried in the bananas.
I got friends in Tennessee, man. There's still stills down there. Every time I go down, I stock up on moonshine. Some of the best moonshine. I mean, they do it here too, but something about Tennessee and Kentucky moonshine, man, you can't beat it.
The governor of New Mexico supported marijuana because of great jobs.
Revenue,
Look,
man.
there's a few too. That's great. You can go down to New Mexico without worrying about having a little weed in the car. And since they done that here, when you get stopped for a traffic ticket, you get the traffic ticket. They're not going to search for pot because it's legal.
Yep.
You got to watch it going across Utah, though.
Mormons, man. Mormons.
Yeah. Queen's right. Yeah. Well, yeah, they weren't around very long.
They had Dave Grohl for a while on drums, man, from Foo Fighters.
Yeah. The Black Crowes, their drummer is a Gorman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Now I got my lighter, I got my bowl, and I haven't lit it yet. I like this little pipe because it's the thickness of the glass.
Yeah.
It's a tough little pipe, and it doesn't burn your hand. Mm-hmm. Woo! Bird Dress, 1963. On What a Night. What a Night.
That was a good song. Oh, what a night.
Yep. They're still around.
Who sung that?
Yeah, who sung that, Troy? They're still around. We protect initial costs, and there's a $60, $50,000 reduction every month afterwards. Um, Lobo,
Lobo,
Los Lobos. Yeah, Los
Los
Lobos.
Lobos.
Or I think he just said Lobo. Me, you, and a dog named Boo. Yeah. And after that was Los Lobos. I'm on the Mexican radio. On the Mexican radio. Ho ho.
I do remember that. Oh, what a night, man. That was like a feel good summer song, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what a night.
Yeah. I got music I can play here that it would not get a strike. Yeah. One thing, if you want music in your background on your thing, on your show or whatever, the best way to get it is to record it at a bar from live show or a street music. Street music, you know that one, huh?
Yes. I opened last night with, it was like 12 minutes of silence. No, there was music playing. And when I watched the music today, opening to see if the music played, there was nothing, man. There was pure silence. It never
Yeah,
edited it out. It was just nothing. There was no music playing.
yeah. And I think the other music you can play and yet it is video game music, because there are people streaming video games and you know they're not getting strikes
Like
for the
Fortnite and all that, the music they play on Fortnite and stuff.
yeah. And you and sometimes you can go into the disc on the video game and extract the music out of there into an MP3.
Well,
Of
it's always
course,
nice. It's always nice to have music starting out because I'm busy. Like, you know how you paste and copy and you're getting everything set up once you go live. There's like 5, 6 minutes. I just don't feel like talking, man. I'm busy. I lose track of what I'm doing. I'm not that coordinated. Definitely got to find music.
oh, so Zozo says projected sales for dispensary is 1.5 million for first year.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's better than the treasure chest, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're all chasing the wrong thing here.
No, I'm going to do the crypto art. Yes. Let's see. Let's see if that is. See if it comes up as a, oh, yep, that name's already taken. CryptoArt.com. Crypto art is the first of its kind art combined with secure Bitcoin storage. Huh. Because if that wasn't URL wasn't taken, I would have taken it tonight.
What does URL stand for, man?
Universal Location Registry, I think, something like that, or yeah, Universal.
Universal registry location. Yeah, that makes sense, don't it? Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah. So when you put it in, it goes to one of them registrars, and they know what the IP address is.
Yeah.
It tells it where to go. Poking in the boys' room. Yeah, and Alice Cooper did that song too, huh? I had a picture. This is Alice Cooper right here on my wall. picture I took of him when I met him in 2001. I met him at Cooperstown in Denver. So, you know, I didn't move. I moved to Colorado for the chase, but I wasn't living in Colorado when the chase happened. But I used to live in Colorado. This is like my third time living in Colorado. I went from California to Colorado. Then I went to Washington State for about a year and a half. And I came back to Colorado. And then I moved back to California to fight a DUI that was bullshit. And they refused to let me plead not guilty. And so I just left, got the hell out of there. They said, screw you. And I never paid them. And 10 years later, it was expunged from my record. And
Washington State was the most beautifulest state I've ever lived in, man. I loved it. Like I could deal with the rainy and gloomy all the time, but as far as natural beauty, it's the best state I've ever lived in, man.
Yeah. Yeah, why must I go? I had a buddy that he died. My friend in Florida, Bill Burns. It was 1999. You know, it would party like when I was doing the cab rides to downtown Disney, go party on the weekends and stuff. And I had a buddy there who was a week younger than me, and I mean, this guy, he had a business. He was independently wealthy, kind of, and he said, "I got a CD rack. I bought a CD rack, and I'll give you $100 if you come over and put it together for me, right?" And I went over to his place, and he said, "There, it's in that box." And I opened up the box, and I pulled it up out of the box and said, "There you go. There you go. It's all done." He gave me $100, but it was already assembled. He still gave me $100 for that. You know, but he sent me around. He had a business where he sent technicians for setting up networks for businesses and stuff. And I had to go set up the network for the American Arbitration Association. They had one in Orlando, one in Miami, one in Richmond, Virginia, one in Nashville, and I think one in Memphis. I had to go to the different places and set up the networks. And it was like ridiculous pay, like 150 an hour or something. You know,
Seem
made
like
a lot
a
of
decent
money.
boss, man.
Huh?
You seem like a decent boss.
Yeah, yeah. And the one job he gave me, I had to set up the network at Criteria Studios in Miami. You know where that, you know what they recorded there?
What?
"Welcome to the Hotel California."
Really?
And "Cocaine running all around my brain."
Is that the same boss? That's not the same boss you found dead in his apartment, is it? Or house, is
Yeah,
it?
it is. That's the
The
guy
same guy?
Yep, yep. I didn't find him. I called a friend and had him go, because I was in Colorado and he was in Orlando, and a friend had, well, he was the guy. Well, I say friend, former friend, because later on the same guy stole my safe with $8,000 in it. I told you that story.
Yeah, that's not a friend.
Yeah, yeah.
A friend would lock it for you in case you left it unlocked, not steal it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cab driver out in San Francisco. Yeah. Needs a piano wire.
That can be arranged, Bill.
Son of a bitch. And then afterwards, he's trying to, call me. When he finds my number on it, he try to call, and I know it's him by his area code. Yeah, send me friend request, and I have to. Oh, okay, block your ass. I'm not having anything to do with your ass. So big.
I'm with you, Bill. You burned me once. I'm done, man. I ain't gonna let you get
Yeah.
close to me again, man. That's just fucking stupid and asking for trouble.
Yeah. So. Jay Giles, Peter Wolf. Yeah, I seen Jay Giles. I think he just recently died in the last 2 years.
I think so.
It was George Thorogood, Jay Giles, and the Rolling Stones at Candlestick Park, 1982, I think it was.
That's a hell of a lineup, man.
Yeah. And I seen the Rolling Stones at Mile High Stadium, the old one before they tore it down. That was 95. But I went to the Give Me Shelter concert. Rolling Stones, Give Me Shelter, the Altamont Speedway.
Yeah.
We walked 20 miles to get there.
Yeah.
And
wasn't
then
Jay Giles from Detroit? Were they from Detroit?
Maybe. I don't know. But so we had to walk 20 miles to get there because the freeway was plugged with cars, parked cars on the freeway. And you had to walk 20 miles to get to the concert. We walked around along this back road that was parallel to the highway. You couldn't get through on that either. But after the we were there 2 or 3 hours, and then we had to head back so we could get home before dark. I was just a kid, 11, and I remember we got a ride in some VW bus, and I'm sitting on the back seat in the bus, and if some girl, I'm 11 and I got some 18, 19-year-old girl sitting on my lap, and I thought she'd peed on my lap. She was so warm.
Did later on in life you realize what that was?
Yeah. The hot spot, the honey hole. We got a convoy. Hey, why must I go, or Troy? We got a convoy. My route of the treasure hunt was C.W. McCall's Wolf Creek Pass in reverse. That was it. That is the story that Forrest Fenn used for the poem.
Troy's hooked on 5 Springs, ain't it? Off the Try the Wheels, 5 Springs, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the Wyoming thing, Forrest did not say Wyoming State. He did not. He said it was found in Wyoming. And the word Wyoming comes from the Delaware Indians, and where my great grandfather was born in 1825 in Nicholson Township, Wyoming County, Pennsylvania. And Wyoming County, Pennsylvania came from the Delaware Indian word Wyoming, which meant alternating mountains and valleys. And so it was found in the alternating mountains and valleys, not the state of Wyoming. I mean, Jack don't even get it. That's why Jack doesn't have a solution, because he doesn't know what it was. He didn't find it. I think he is the journalist that Forrest had to be there in the, to make this shot of here it is.
Well, you even said it, Bill. You've said it many times. I don't think Forrest, the words Jack Stoof is the finder ever came out of Forrest's mouth. I don't even think he's ever said the guy's name, has he?
Jack's a self-proclaimed finder, yeah.
Yeah.
And when Fenn's kids, grandkid say that Jack Stoof is the finder, that they're referring to his pseudonym, his screen name, you know, for the story, is ghostwriter
Yeah,
name.
he never once come out and said, he just said a shy guy from back east. He never said Jack Stoof from Michigan
Yeah.
or wherever. He never once said Jack's name ever.
Yeah, and many times I've told people I was in Florida when I learned about the treasure hunt. You know, I was in Albuquerque getting my brakes done at the Napa Truck Center across from Kmart and the food bank and stuff. I was across the street from that, watching the prostitutes for a week across the street. And
That's better than cable, man.
Huh?
That's better than cable.
Yeah, it was better. There was a lot going on out there on East Central in Albuquerque.
Well,
And
I've said, if you go to Santa Fe and you want to like enjoy the scenery, stay at the Motel 6 in Aquafura, man. That's where all the prostitutes and drug dealers hang out, man. It's a hell of a time. It's enjoyable to watch it.
And the guy doing my brakes, he says, you see that blonde in the mini skirt over there, that tall blonde? That's not a woman.
Good advice.
Well, I'm glad I don't do prostitutes. Yeah. 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 If Alamo Rose is for real, she needs to, you know, meet up. This is, you know, I could forgive her, you know, but she's mad at me for some reason. Won't answer. Doesn't want to talk about it. I'm probably right. No explanation, you know.
Was she trying to get you not to come on to shows and talk, Bill?
No, wasn't nothing like that. It was all. It was just conversation, not trying to sell me nothing, or you know, not trying to get my money, which I don't have. I'm on Social Security, you know. There's nothing to take, you know. Was talking about, you know, getting a place in Florida, go to live there, and yeah, nothing happened. There was nothing other than virtual.
That's strange, man. That's strange.
Yeah. You know, well, some of these catfish, they do it just to have fun, you know, and they don't ever intend on completing it or whatever. They're bored.
So what the hell could they get out of it? If it's fun for them, what do they get out of it? Like twisting people's minds and getting into their heart? What the hell are they getting out of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no, I don't know how that kind of mind thinks.
Me neither.
Turn that heater off. Black Betty, traveling, oh Black Betty. Oh, you know that Ram Jam song. That's an old thing from the 50s or 40s or 30s or something. Black Betty's an old song.
Yeah, that's Muddy Waters, ain't it? Or no, Lead Belly.
Yeah, something way back there. I've got a picture of John Lee Hooker. I seen John Lee Hooker at the Keystone in San Francisco. They were having a benefit concert for him, and my friends that I drove there were in the band with him. Yeah, they were on stage playing music. This guy Mark Castro, and there was another this girl I was seeing. what was her name? Can't remember. But anyhow, I took them. She was a singer, and this guy played guitar, and he played guitar like, really good, like Santana. Mark Castro did. And I think last time he's playing in Reno area at some the Pepper Mill or something. But yeah, I drove them up there. So my friend was playing in the band with them. Oh,
I gotta pop out real quick and take a phone call, Bill. I'll be right back.
all right. Yeah, Tyler's here. And but I took this
Bill, what's up, brother?
not a lot. Talking about getting abducted.
Oh shit!
Yeah, by ex-wives of famous musicians.
Just
Yeah. It was I took my friends to this bar in San Carlos, California, on a jam night because they were musicians, and while they were up on stage singing, I was sitting at the bar talking to this blonde named Cheryl, and she said she's from Australia. She her ex-husband was a bass player for Santana.
Oh shit!
And she said, she asked me, would you like to go out to my car and do a line of cocaine? I said, sure. And I was out there. She's sitting in the driver's side, and I'm sitting on the passenger side. She cut it up and handed it to me, and as soon as she handed it to me, she started that car up, and we drove out of there, and we're on the highway doing 100 miles an hour to her place.
Oh shit! Where did Shree go?
He had a call.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's gonna be right back.
Sweet.
So yeah, she took me to her place, and oh, you wouldn't believe what she made me do. Oh well.
That open wide, didn't she? Is that what she did? She just said open wide, didn't she?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was she had a Trans Am, and I had to go to work the next day, so she let me take her car because my car was still back at the bar.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I had to come back and get her and take her, and she had to take me back to my car after work.
This was at a Santana concert, right?
No, it was just a jam night at a bar. Her ex-husband was a bass player in Santana.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Then. Okay.
She's an Australian.
Oh shit! That's not bad.
Oh. What's the other?
So what you been up to today, Bill? Nothing much.
I was talking to I talked to the other Barbara for a little bit today, and all of a sudden and I told her Happy Mother's Day, and she hung up.
You know, for BA or BB?
What? BB.
Okay.
The other Barbara, is BB.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't remember the both last names from first names and shit.
I didn't care about the BA. that BA is for big ass.
Oh, weak Bill.
So Bill, no, that's Barrett. No. In this world, it's big ass.
What'd you know about Ted Nugent?
Seen him a few times. Seen him at the Oakland Coliseum, like 1977 or 78, and I seen him at California Jam #2 in 78.
For
but I ain't seen him since then. He jumped off a tower of speakers, man. It's like, you're gonna break your leg doing that shit.
That's some funny shit. That's some
Yeah.
funny shit. You seem like the
I
type of
think
guy that would do that shit.
I think he did get hurt doing that one. Yeah.
It's a crazy fucking. But I love him. I love his two songs, "Cat Scratch Fever," which everyone fucking knows. It's his pop hit, and then his other one that's under the radar, which is "Stranglehold," which I was playing last night on Streets Live before the live ended.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We used to have some fun business trips up to Michigan when I worked for Sprint. Go up to Michigan. Yeah. We met some I met this waitress, and it wasn't a waitress, it was just a woman I met at the club up there on 9 Mile Road. And we went back to my room, took the mirror off the wall, put it on the bed for favors.
You're a crazy
Yeah.
fucking girl. But I love you there, brother. Oh, shit. He said, and we took the mirror off the wall and put it on the bed.
Yeah, you know what it was for.
You see that ass?
Oh,
shit. Was Street back in yet?
Sweet. No, he's still on the phone, I believe. I got 2 new phones. I'm turning off my old phone number, Rose. So Wednesday, that phone's gonna no longer be working.
Yeah, I saw that. You said you were getting. I forget where you said it. But you said it somewhere in the group that you were getting your new phone or some shit like that.
Well, I got Colorado numbers now.
Okay.
Old one had an Oregon number. I knew when it was a telemarketer because it had that same Oregon area code.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear from telemarketers, get your phone in another state. Where, yeah.
Did you see the whole drama that went down in the group?
The what?
The drama that went down in the group, in the Treasure Secrets Facebook group.
Oh, I saw that 3 things were reported that Facebook took down 3 posts, and they might delete the group if there's more of that happening.
Yeah, it's sad. I don't know how it all started, but I had to nip it in the bud because I knew Shadcaster because he was part of the K-Pro clique before I knew that knew about Greg. This was way back when the chase was still going on. And me and him got into it a while back ago, but we just never talked ever since then, and we just kept things mutual. And we finally had to talk to him because he was going at it with Reed Randall. I'm like, dude, that's not cool because like I had to stick up for him for Reed Randall because Greg was always about respecting everybody and respecting their stall. So I had to step in and deal with all that shit.
Somebody got Reed said something about somebody being a couch potato, and Facebook take it down for bullying. Calling someone a couch potato is bullying? Jesus, because I said approve. I said keep it. So Reed, I didn't do that. I said keep, and somebody else made a complaint to somebody, and somebody on Facebook is a total idiot. And Reed, you got to file an appeal on that because calling somebody a couch potato is not bullying.
I bet you, was it reported by Shadcaster? Is that who it was reported by?
Probably, yeah.
I never liked him at all. But I just kept it nice and very respectful because I didn't want any more trouble. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to cause any more trouble, than what there already was.
Yeah, in my singles group, when somebody reports somebody,
I saw that.
When somebody reports somebody for something frivolous,
yeah,
I removed the person from the group that reported it.
Yeah, I saw your post about the singles club or whatever it was, the singles dating app, whatever, and you're like, is this Candy's relative or something like that? I'd laugh my ass off.
That was just an ad on Facebook. That looked
Yeah.
just like Candy, didn't it? Huh?
Yeah, it was funny as shit.
It looked like Candy said she didn't have the split in the middle of her forehead.
Yeah.
It looked just like, oh yeah, it was Candy's twin.
Yeah, Candy. Yeah. Because someone made the comment. What the fuck was it? It was something about they had, or that person or that female had more common sense than Candy does, or something like that. I forget who made it.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is that? I think I can get that on my other phone here and show it. Where'd it go? Treasure seekers. Yeah, that was if somebody reported that, you know.
Reported what? The dating app shit?
The screenshot of the one that the guy called Candy's twin.
I bet you it was. Street, what's up, brother?
What's happened? Sorry about that. I got a call from my kid's mom, man. It's like 12 o'clock at night. It's never good. So I had to call back, see if everything's all right.
Was everything good or not?
Yeah. Just making sure I got the message to pick up my granddaughter tomorrow for school.
Okay, that's not bad. So what did you think of that went down in the group earlier, Street?
What group?
Treasure Seekers Facebook group. Shadcaster and Reed Randall going back and forth and fucking, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not on Facebook, man. I don't keep up with it. What happened?
Oh, that's right. You don't have to. So I'll give you. I'll put you in the notes. So I don't know exactly which one of the two started it, but dude, they were going back and forth in the group. It was Reed Randall, as you know, you've seen him on the show before, because he had his old Maybell solve and whatnot, which I always respect everyone's solve. But I had to get involved because Shadcaster, who way back during the Chase days was part of K-Pro's clique and part of that Janet Langard and Charles Chapman crew / clique, and he was fucking bullying. I don't want to say bullying is the right word, but he was disrespecting Reed Randall's solve and talking about, well, Reed Randall knows everything. Why don't you ask him the answers? Type of shit. I'm like, that's not right. So I had to step in and get involved with the shit.
Yeah, and Reed called him a couch potato, and Facebook removed the post for bullying because he called him a couch potato. And look at this. Look at this, Street.
That was some funny shit.
Who did that look like, right?
Yeah, you sent me that today, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, plenty of fish. Plenty of fish. That looks just like Candy.
Fish on. Wasn't Reed the guy who wrote that book here recently?
Yes, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And Shadcaster, he's such a fucking hypocrite. Like me and him, like I was telling Bill, me and Shadcaster got into a long time ago because he criticized my solve because I was just the type of guy that was like, my solve is right, y'all don't know shit. That was the type of guy I used to be.
That's all of us, Tyler. You're not alone. That's all of us.
And I got fucking criticized for doing that shit, all because they wanted to be fucking hypocrites. And I was like,
if I'm not mistaken, Reed had that the tree at a certain time of year, and like he wanted people to come out there and like experience it. Wasn't that him?
Yeah, that was him. That was Reed Randall. That's the Reed Randall who got into it with us, Shadcaster.
Huh. On Facebook, huh? And Facebook deleted it.
Yeah, and Reed Randall did nothing wrong. He was just trying to see or get Shadcaster to see where he was coming from. And Shadcaster was saying, you don't have any evidence, you don't have shit, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, are you serious, Shadcaster? Just get the fuck out of here. But I didn't say that.
Well, unfortunately, Tyler, there's a lot of those, whatever, Shadowcaster, whatever, there's a lot of them out there, man.
Yeah, dude.
They're just looking for arguments,
Yeah.
The one thing that if they don't have their real name on there, then you don't know who they are. They could be on there with a real name too, but they're hiding behind a fake name so that they can be assholes.
Well,
Yeah.
I know exactly. I know what he does for a living. I know where he works. I could easily go find him if I wanted to. He's a park ranger who works, I think, in Yellowstone.
So he says.
Yeah, so he says. That's what he told me a while back. Yo.
Yeah, don't believe everything you hear on YouTube.
Oh, I know. I'm just telling you what he told me. This was a personal message from him, not from anybody else.
Well,
Yeah.
then then I'll change it to don't believe everything you hear.
Exactly. Yeah.
People just sitting there flossing. Who's flossing?
No, I got this fucking. It's
Yeah,
smart.
I get along with Reed. You know,
Yeah, Reed's a good dude. I love Reed, and I felt bad that he got into
see
it.
that one I did with where I put Greg's face on the black guy, and I was wondering what Reed's comment would be on that. I think it was just funny.
I think Reed would enjoy it. He'd laugh at it. He's that type of guy.
I did find it interesting that there weren't too many African Americans in the race, man. Did you guys ever notice that?
Reed was one of the few.
Yeah, there wasn't very many of them, man.
Oh, dude.
Well, like I've said, I have a lot of black friends, and I enjoy camping, and they would look at me like I was freaking insane. I'm like, what, man? You guys like fishing? We go fishing all the time. Like, hell yeah, we love fishing, but we ain't going out camping. I'm like, why, man? They're like, fuck that. We ain't being out in the middle of nowhere in the middle. Hell no, we ain't going out there. I'm like, okay.
A goddamn
all right.
swamp in the middle of fucking nowhere. What's different?
Well, we'll go fishing all night long along the river, and that they're cool with that, but they ain't gonna pitch a tent and sleep there. I'm like,
That's
wow,
what I'm saying.
okay.
Like, even still, like, even let's say just hypothetically, not just throwing camping out. They'll go in the middle of nowhere in a goddamn swamp and fish, but they won't go into fucking the woods. You know, in the middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they used to fuck with me. We'd be out in the middle, just sitting around drinking beer, bullshitting, catfishing all night, and they'd be like, yeah, you fucking white people, man. Yell snake, and our ass is running the other way. Your dumb ass is like snake, and you walk right towards it and get bit, man. You crazy motherfuckers. I'm like, yeah, well, we're fucking gullible.
For sure.
That's Greg.
That's Kevin Hart, isn't it?
It looked like Kevin Hart, man.
But
Yeah,
look at the face. It's Greg's face.
I like Kevin Hart, man. He's funny.
He's funny as shit. So is what's his fucking face from Friday? Fuck, can't think of the actor's name. The one that plays Smokey.
Yeah. I can't remember his name either, man. I heard he went through he had a rough patch, went through rehab, and he really don't do the he's not really a druggie no more. So he kind of lost his humor a little bit.
Damn, really? Shit.
He's the same actor that played in Rush Hour, right? With Jackie Chan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got two identical LG phones, the K51s.
You know who was also you know who was also funny? Ralphie May. That was another great fucking comedian.
Like I got these two phones with two numbers, and so I got cases that are different. I got a black case and a brown case.
Bill, you would love Ralphie May. Oh my god.
He was that big dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking with Jesus, baby.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
I think he died. I forget how though.
Probably heart attack, man.
Probably.
He was big. He was every bit 500-600 pounds, man.
My favorite sketch from him was what was his best friend from the childhood days he used to play football with? The mentally challenged kid.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
Rusty. Rusty. Yeah, Rusty. Your mama don't love you.
I went to high school. There's a guy on the swim team that I knew is Rusty Nail.
What a hell of a name to go through life with, man.
And there's another one as one of my friends on Facebook, Rusty Nail, and he's in England. So there's more than one Rusty Nail around. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Shathid would be another bad name to have.
She's put another SIM card in that phone with another phone number, or it was just a phone number purchased online or something, you know?
Rose.
Yeah. Because once you dump the one number and get another one, you can't use that old one again.
Yeah.
But I still have this phone on another 2 days.
I'm ready for August, dude. Oh my God. Fuck yes.
Yeah. Or by Thursday it'll be off.
Just 3 more fucking dreaded months. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Fenn.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call Verizon to cancel it, and I'm gonna tell them what that guy said, and you know I told the guy in customer I showed him that I was only getting 0.01 megabytes a second download, and he says, well, that's what you deserve. You've gone over your 50 gigabytes. That's what you deserve. What makes you think that you should have anything better? You know? And at the end of the call, I said, F you, MFer. And I hung up. I said, I had enough of your shit.
Did he speak good English?
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
straight talk. I got a straight talk. You go to India, and I have a hard. I mean, nothing. I'm not saying anything about any other species of human beings on this planet, but I have a hard enough time understanding them face to face, let alone over the phone. So, like a half-hour phone call takes an hour for me because I'm constantly like, "Excuse me, what was that? Can you repeat that?"
Uh-huh.
I get sometimes that I talk really, 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 really fast. And I used to talk so fast that my parents were like, slow down. The exchange students can't understand the damn word you're saying.
Let's see, how long has it been going? I don't know what time I started. 7.
Like around, I think it was like 9:30, 10 my time. So that'd be like 8 years.
Yeah.
8, 9.
Yeah. Well, I really like these new phones, though.
I'll say LG has a better camera than whatever that other phone you had, Samsung.
Yeah. Yeah, the Samsung. That you know, and that's an expensive. I looked on eBay. They're 350 bucks and shit. So I want to sell that one. Take all my stuff off it and sell it. I got to hook up my backup drive. I've got a little. I got a little a 500 gigabyte SD drive or digital hard drive. No disk in it, you know. That was in my computer when I bought my laptop. It had that 500 gigabyte digital drive, and now I upgrade. I got a 1 terabyte digital drive in it. Oh. Yeah, one time my first wife, she was bitching at me. We were at the beach, and I was on a swim team in high school, so yeah, and I was young still and still in shape, so I was wearing a Speedo. I went swimming out in the ocean, and said, "Oh, we're gonna swim down here and around the rocks over there and go to the boardwalk." You know, and
Yeah.
she thought I swam out in the ocean and didn't come back. Where'd you go? And I'm walking down the boardwalk, and all the chicks are walking behind me, go, you know. I say I could just keep walking. All I gotta do is get some clothes. Yeah, I would have been reported as a missing person.
Yeah.
That's been done. A woman reported me as a missing person about 10 years ago. 11, 12, no, 2007 or something.
Bachelor
Yeah.
party? Is that what it was?
No, not too bad. That was 1977. and I don't know what those girls did with me.
That still
Yeah.
amazes me every time you tell that story, Bill. It's like, damn, man, that never happened to me.
Yeah. Bill Gorman. It's like instead of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it was Bill Gorman and the Seven Nymphs.
Oh, there's probably some porno out there with you starring in it, Bill.
Yeah, probably. I'll have to look up 1977 bachelorette party.
I'm trying to Google it right now to see if I can find this shit.
Yeah.
No, you could be famous already, Bill, and no one even here, pull that up.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the one guy? Yeah, people have called me, but the other porn, not John Holmes, the other guy. You know, they said I reminded them of him. Yeah. Watch out. Yeah, I don't know what those girls did with me.
Where was that?
I came to. Okay, I remember. You know, I was at the bar. I was only on my first beer, and they bought me the beer too, so that would explain how it got in there. And I was on my first beer, boop, blackout, and next thing I remember, I was in the back of the station wagon with two of the girls, and they, oh, just relax, and I was back out. So I think they were nurses, and they must have given me a shot or something, you know, to knock me back out. It was very strange. And then the next day I wake up in this recliner in this house, and there's plywood on all the windows, you know, but it's furniture inside, and it wasn't decrepit, you know, it was a nice house inside, but the windows were plywood up, you know.
That's just strange.
And found out I was in Woodstock, Illinois.
And you had all your body parts, so it wasn't a body snatching fucking operation. That's just weird, man.
Yeah, all my body parts were there. Yeah, I think they just sexually abused me.
I'm thinking there was a movie made, man, with all the windows boarded up. There was a movie made.
Yeah, that would keep the lights from broadcasting anybody was there.
Yeah, or people looking in and watching.
Yeah,
especially where you say the inside didn't look decrepit, man. Yeah, that sounds like a stage.
Yeah, they probably what happened. Probably, I would guess what happened. I probably blacked out, passed out inside the bar, and they said, "Oh no, he's okay. He's with us." And they put me in the back of the station wagon and finished their party in the bar. And then we left there, and that's when I woke up and because we hadn't been to that house yet, you know. I don't remember going in that. I remember leaving that house. And there was nobody there when I left. I was the only one
That's
there.
strange. That is very strange.
Yeah. I should have gone and looked upstairs and stuff. What's going on here? Nobody here. Yeah. It was some bachelorette party. They lucked out and found a guy hitchhiking. A 19-year-old lad. I was only 19 when they did that to me. 1977. How old would my children be by now? That make them about 45, huh?
Yeah.
44, 45. 44, because this year's would have been my 45th high school reunion. And I wanted to take Rose, but no, that ain't gonna happen. I don't think.
Do you
I
ever
don't
go
think-
to any of your high school reunions, Bill?
Huh?
Do you ever go to any of your high school reunions?
No, there weren't people. There wasn't anybody there I wanted to see.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to go to one and bring Rose, if it was the same woman in the picture, you know, and just be the scandal of the reunion. Yeah, call me scandalous. And I even put scandalous in the poem, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I have a Medium subscription. I've got 2 poems in there so far.
There you go, Bill.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
He's dead. Oh. Start a treasure hunt to find the 7 children that I fathered that night. and okay, say something like that happens to you, right? That you've been abducted and drugged, and the women taking advantage of you and stolen your seed. And then all of a sudden you get a letter in the mail. You owe this much for child support. How could you go to court and prove that I had no idea, man?
I don't even remember being there, Your Honor.
I'd have to tell the kid, you know what your mother did to me? Yeah. Yeah, and I even made a meme about the I made a meme with this flat soccer ball. You know, it's a soccer ball with the air was gone. It was flat and caved in, and I put at the bottom, feeling played. Yeah. Yeah, I've been played. But you know, and then there's the thing. Well, was this all part of the treasure hunt? This Rose thing? You know, I wasn't gonna put up with it. You know, I thought, well, Friday night. You know, I talked to her Friday night, and when the person you're seeing ain't available on Friday night, okay, I know what's up here. You know.
Yeah.
you know, maybe that was somebody else. I'm one night and some other guy on the opposite nights, you know?
I just don't understand why someone would like spend time and effort doing something like that. That's beyond me, man. I can't even
Yeah.
comprehend. I mean, that takes time and effort to do that.
Yeah. Sometimes they're like, they're not the pretty girl that you got the picture of, you know? And that's all they can do, maybe. It's fantasize. Dog in here. He's in here. He sleeps right in front of the driver's, in front of the steering wheel, up on the dash of my RV by the windshield. He's got an old cotton blanket all folded up and like 8 layers thick. That's his bed.
He likes to be up in the window where he can look out.
Yeah, it's where you can see the animals outside and stuff at night. And it's cooler by the window.
About like cats, man, sitting up in window sills looking out the windows, huh?
Yeah, because they're seeing things outside at night.
Yeah.
When I got the lights on in here, he's just seeing his reflection. Oh, something is fishy. Yeah, something's fishy. The old treasure hunt was a game. They were playing a game instead of playing it like the movie The Game on one guy, Michael Douglas played. They're playing it on 300,000 people all at the same time. They can either call it The Thrill of the Chase, the movie, The Thrill of the Chase, or it can be called Catfish.
You talking about Blue? You talking about the Rose or something like that?
Yeah, What?
Is that you talking about Rose Catfish? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the treasure hunt.
Oh, the treasure hunt. Oh,
Was a mind fuck.
no, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, pretty much. As long as Jack Stoof is the finder.
Wait till you see what I got in August. You'll see. I will say this: people are going to be pissed if it's where I think it was. There's going to be a lot of pissed off people
When they find out it was Moses.
No.
Yeah, because I don't know any other people that were searching my area.
Well,
One
I'm
guy
just saying
was
this. Where Jack Stu found it was a popular area.
Yeah, well, wherever he was, yeah, it was somewhere more popular. Where I was, it's like people just drive over that most of the time. There's very few people. Some people go up there and fishing and camping and stuff. Big Meadows Reservoir had 47 campsites there, and it had a meadow up above the lake that had a warm spring in it that there was never snow where that spring was.
Huh.
And so that meant the water was warm enough to melt any snow. It didn't ice or snow up on that spot in winter.
I agree with you, Bill. It is a game. In my point of view, this is the greatest game I have ever had the opportunity to play, man.
Yeah, it is a big game. And like my one friend that called today, what's going on? And it's like, well, for you, it's pretty much, so you got to let it go and go do something else, Somebody's messaging me on my phone, on my old phone. When only the old phone pings. I know it's a text message on it.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people in the chase when they find out the location. after I visit there.
I think relief will be first because of answers, and then I
Yes.
think deep reflection will be next for the
The ones
intelligent
be,
people. Your
the ones
ignorant
be
people,
most,
they're going to be pissed off no matter what, man. So I'm not counting them.
the
Well, I'm
ones be
counting.
most pissed off are the ones that went to his house.
Dad, you know what? I can see that. I
If it was
think you might actually be
there.
right. I think it's gonna be the top dogs that are gonna be the pissed off one, but they're also gonna be appreciative the answers came out somehow in some form.
The people
Well,
who came within 200 feet are the people that went to his house.
No,
and you know the groups I'm talking about, that them and their cohorts, they're going to try to come. Oh, I had that figured out 2 years ago, blah, and they'll try to, they'll try to garner position like they have all the information now, and then they'll start hanging. It'll be sad, man. It'll be sad for those people.
Troy knows
Well-
I uncovered the location of the rock skip he was holding. And then there was some guy on Cape Rose trying to make it sound like he discovered it. Just a week ago.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
find out. You gotta remind me tomorrow. So you're gonna be on tomorrow's show, right?
Yeah.
You gotta remind me to ask Greg for if he's had an update yet from Summers. I gotta find out what he said.
Yeah, last time I talked to him, he just said, have a good weekend.
Oh, I know. I gotta ask him a question tomorrow night on the panel. I might just pop it randomly. That way it's not like on,
Yeah.
during a conversation about the Summers,
Uh-huh.
Just find a way to make it very subtle. Like what was the update or something like that.
And lawyers and stuff they're sworn to secrecy. Even if you ask them, they can't tell you. So and you don't want to push them for it. If you push, you ain't gonna get the information. To get the information, you have to be patient and wait for the time that they've been assigned to tell you.
Yeah.
Or you can do it a different route. And that route will be said later down the road after all is said and done.
Yeah.
I got a plan. It's not a forceful one, but one that's strategically thought out.
Well, lawyers are paid for their secrecy or loyalty, whatever you want to call it, and that's that lawyer-client privilege, man. They're gonna do exactly what they were paid to do.
And you know what? That's a great point because my brother brought that up the other day when I said I was going to go down to meet Forrest Finn's lawyer. He brought that up. What was it? Client privilege, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
They can't tell you. And
Nope.
Forrest was an architect. He made plans and schedules. Door schedule, window schedule. That when you're an architect, the one drawing is the window schedule, and it's just a list of the windows, the sizes, and manufacturer and all that. Because your drawing of the house, you have a drawing that has little circles by each window, and then those circles are on the window schedule. Those numbers that are in the circles are on the window schedule, and same with the doors. There's I think a square for the doors and a circle for the windows.
I got a question for you, Bill. So you were out of the loop on this one. Both Street and Greg heard this from me earlier. So, do you think it's plausible that maybe Forrest Fenn set up a trust for his treasure chest?
Why? It's a treasure chest. You get the treasure chest. I think it's plausible that the house comes with it. That was the thing that didn't fit in the box. Because the movie, The Codex, or the book, The Codex, there's no movie yet, Doug. the book, the guy that got the treasure also got the mansion.
You know what? And I have no words for that, Bill. You come up with the dandiest shit, and you know what? I say that for this reason. I went down the rabbit hole of maybe Jack is living in Santa Fe, New Mexico right now, and was after he found the treasure chest. Which is why he might have security.
I think he's more likely in Florida.
No, I don't think he's in Florida. I think he's in Santa Fe, but also visiting his family as well. Like, you know, not every now and then, but on a daily basis, so people don't try to fucking harass him when he's in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
That's that. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say anymore with you, Bill. But the reason I brought up the trust was because I mentioned this to Street and Greg earlier. I said maybe it's plausible that Forrest Fenn set up a trust for the treasure chest. That way, when the time came to grant the find of the treasure chest, he could do so through legal documents and grant the ownership of the treasure chest that way, and as well as setting up kind of like almost like a will for the treasure chest, where he'd set up certain people in case of an untimely death, and those certain people would be the ones to go within the next step if that death ever did happen, and they would make sure that the finder got the ownership of the treasure chest. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Which would be a smart idea from Forrest Fenn, if anything, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think where the room with the windows and stuff, I don't think it was at either lawyer's office. It was at some other place. Because Greg said that as soon as he went in the place, he could see the room from the lobby that it was in. And Jack's lawyer is in a 2-story building, and there's no skylight when you first go in there, because it's on the first floor.
Well, like Tyler had mentioned, I could see, like, I think Forrest mentioned S Corp, and there's talk about trust. I could see that too. It'd be like the lottery. How many times you hear the stories of people win the lottery and it destroyed their lives, man? They, all kinds of chaos, and then they're broke a year or two later. So I could see that as like an overall protection of it, so you don't lose it. I could see it for that purpose.
Yeah. And also I was thinking earlier, maybe he had let's just say hypothetically, and I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash from people if there's any people in the chat, especially from Candy and all their whole clique. I was thinking earlier, maybe it was plausible that the Buffalo Center of the West was in on this whole shebang, but didn't say shit until maybe even 2018 or 2017. And they had to originally sign an NDA with Forrest Fenn, or maybe the owner, or whoever the owner is of the museum, had to sign an NDA saying that they wouldn't speak out on it, or wouldn't let anybody speak about it.
Well, one thing, the Buffalo Center of the West that has so many people on the board of directors that it's too many people to be involved, because they all have to know what was going on.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever the head owner was of the museum, because I'm sure there's a head owner somewhere.
It was a smaller private, but it's enormous. My tarot card, one of the tarot card readers explained it. It's all. Everything is set up and everything's getting put in place, and I just continue being an asshole on YouTube, and they're gonna take care of everything for me. I just got to keep being myself.
And I dig that, Bill. But think about it. There's always an owner of any company that you visit. There's always some type of owner. So whoever the owner was at the time when he hid the treasure chest had to sign the NDA, and he wasn't allowed to speak on it or about it. And so that person signed it, and I'm guessing nobody else really knew about it, because the owner wasn't allowed to say shit.
Yeah, the lawyers are sworn to secrecy. That's what I've been saying. The lawyers are Forrest and his lawyers are his family has nothing to do with it whatsoever. It's out of their hands. It was out of Forrest's hands. And like someone said, he he signed his name and put the X out of the picture, and he put the other X up there, and that's where I signed the other X.
Yeah,
But
I'll go along with Bill, Tyler. Loose lips sink ships. I think Forrest was the only one. If there is another one, it's definitely a lawyer, and that's protected. It had to be a trusted lawyer if the lawyer at all knew.
Well,
As
yes.
far as anybody else, I can't. Now that'd be asking for too much trouble, man.
Well, what's Bill's famous comment?
Double blazes.
No. What's his famous comment that he always talks about? A certain party.
Moses.
I don't know.
No, not Moses, Bill. You know what I'm talking about.
Holy Moses.
What
We
did
have
Forrest
been
Fenn, what did
deceived.
Forrest, what did Forrest Fenn tell you, Bill?
Huh?
What did Forrest
What do
Fenn
you
tell
want
you?
from me? What do you want from me? Are you threatening me?
But what did you? And then you say he said. What else did he say? It's something about a party, right?
A third party knows.
A third party, yeah. He said
Ah, so this is why this is what brought me to the
Yeah, I know the lawyers.
the NBA.
Well, it could be some organization bigger than him too.
Exactly, that would be the Buffalo Center West, and then the second party would be the
No, it
Lions.
isn't.
You
Freaking
see what
Moses.
that's doing?
It ain't nowhere near there. He said Wyoming to throw people off.
No, you just wait. When the answers come out,
There
you're
are
gonna be like,
people
"Holy
that
shit!"
just take it literally as Wyoming the state and not Wyoming the mountains and valleys.
I promise you, it was at the Buffalo Center West, and I won't tell you where because people are gonna say no. Forrest Fenn said it wasn't there.
You're
But
delusional.
with that being said, and yes, he did say it wasn't at the Sharp Log Camp. But what else did Forrest Fenn say? He said, if I told you, nobody would believe me. Why is that? Because he shooed everyone off away from that place because he didn't want it found sooner than expected.
They said nobody would believe him because it was on his balcony. It was on his right outside his bedroom window. He had it on his balcony. He probably had the door locked and told the house servants and whatever that not to go out there, to keep that locked. You know, they weren't allowed to go out there.
Well, then that would be that. I hate to put this out there for you, Bill, but let's just say hypothetically, he hid his treasure chest where you think it is.
This story about Moses tells you that he put Moses outside to weather him.
Let me
Where
ask
do
you
you
this.
think he weathered the treasure chest? The same place that Moses got weathered.
Yes, but here's the deal, Bill.
You refuse.
And I love you with all due respect, but Forrest Fenn said,
admit you refuse to accept that Moses is a possible solution. You refuse to accept that Moses was put
I accepted it, but here's the problem.
Without a paddle. I mean, you can't know my solve if you're not listening. I usually say people are too busy yapping their mouth to listen.
No, I'm listening, but there's a problem. You said it was at his house, right? On his balcony, right?
It was on his balcony where he put Moses, yes.
Yes, and here's the. This is what I was trying to get to when you interrupted me. But with all due respect, Moses, I love you to death. But there's one problem with hiding a treasure chest at your own house. You're putting your own life and the love of your life, both lives, at risk.
Well, he survived it.
No, but think about it. If he did it, he
would
would
have
have never.
told everybody it was at least 8.25 miles Santa Fe to keep him away from his house. And there's still a guy went to his house, but he didn't look in the right place.
But even still, he's putting his life and the love of his life at risk.
Just having the treasure hunt does that. Just having the treasure hunt. Remember, there's a kidnapping contingency that if somebody kidnaps him to find out the location. I mean, that's just the same thing you're talking about.
That would be like
it doesn't matter where it was.
That would be like
and that he has stuff there worth more than the treasure. Why hadn't anybody gone to take that? Okay. Why wasn't
for
that
sure.
a threat to him? The treasure was nothing to him. It was a
If
pocket
you
change.
if you calculate in that statement, he would know for sure when it was found. I've heard so many. There's a beacon. There's this. There's that. No, just look at that blank statement. He would know for sure when it was found. That alone tells you something's up here, man. That's weird. Like you were
Yeah,
saying, Bill. Was it
when
at his
somebody,
house?
yeah, on his
How would he
balcony.
know for sure? Without a
Well, then why
reasonable
would there
doubt,
be
he
a
would
third
know
party
for
involved,
sure.
Bill? Why would there be a third party involved? That's another question.
He was waiting. The thing that somebody could recognize, if somebody brought this thing in, if he was dead, they would recognize it. And that's that Model A cowl that I have out in my shed.
This still doesn't
And when
answer
I
my
brought
question.
that to Santa Fe, when the bullet came home, if you the last chapter, and once upon a while, the bullet comes home, and then freedom.
Let me ask
And
you
that
this.
book was put out after I found the frickin' thing. People, I can't. Well, my math, I don't. I can't understand the theory and the timeline of that, and what the fuck would that mean? I mean, you got to get your head out of your ass before you can find the treasure.
Oh, I know, but I'm just speaking logistics here, brother. That's all. I'm not. I'm
speaking
spreading.
logistics too. I brought the freaking thing to Santa Fe.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just because you said it was at his house. That's putting everyone's life at
The
risk,
finder brought the
especially
treasure
family.
to Santa Fe. And my email about the Buffalo Cowboy car. You know what he told me? When I told him I said I can bring it down to you? He said, you can keep that great treasure.
And what does he call Jack?
No, that's what he called the Buffalo, the fucking Model A cow I got out in my shed with a bullet, with a 50 caliber hole.
No, I'm talking about that's a great treasure right there, dude. That I would cherish that with all eternity.
Yeah, but you're saying I can't accept that as the proxy item that had to be found to claim the treasure. I can't accept it that Forrest Fenn was giving you the hand of God sign while doffing his hat. Hats off to a job well done. Congratulations. You can't accept that because it's Bill Gorman.
No, I love Bill Gorman. I will always love Bill Gorman. I have the utmost respect for you. I really do. I'm just speaking logistics.
Everybody, it's like we don't want it to be Bill Gorman. Well, tough
no,
shit.
I really would love to listen to Bill Gorman because I know your stories and I would if anyone had to end the chase, I would love for it to be Bill Gorman. I would love if this whole ending was with Bill Gorman, dude. I would be fucking happy. I would go over there to your house right the fuck now and smoke a blunt with you. If the chest was in your hands, dude, you have no idea.
Well, like Bill's saying, Tyler, how is the other side? And I'm saying the goody two shoes, whoever you want to call them. I know who I call. But how would they feel if a crazy found it? That would just blow their fucking mind, man. Here you are thinking you're it, and here comes this fucking crazy that you called crazy on a live fucking Zoom. You was there, Bill. She called you crazy too, man.
Yeah, 3%.
Yeah. Now, how would that fucking blow their minds? That side of the thrill of the chase.
They can't.
The ones that portrayed themselves as they know the truth, they know the content, they deliver, they're good, wholesome people, and here comes a crazy motherfucker. Now, how is that going to make them feel? Huh? Yeah. You couldn't figure it out, but a fucking crazy did. Huh?
You know, after they took the pictures with me and Forrest, and he didn't put his hat back on. You know, he had Shiloh go get mildew for him. But then they had me take pictures of Forrest with his security guy and with Cynthia.
Well, it'll kind of open the world's eyes, if not, well, the community, maybe not the world, but what is crazy, man? Who is really crazy here? Right?
No, I'm not. They just can't do the math. They can't put together that all these things in the poem point to Moses. But the thing, the poem isn't all. The poem's about Moses. One layer is Moses. Another layer is how to get there. So it tells you, go from Pagosa, where warm waters halts, the bottom of Pagosa Springs, the world's hottest, the deepest hot spring, is over 1,000 feet deep. And that's where it halts, at the bottom. When you throw your rock in the water, where does it halt? At the bottom. Water halts at the bottom. The sky, if you jump out and fall out of your airplane, where does the sky halt?
Where the ground meets it.
Well, yeah, when you hit the ground, it's the bottom of the sky.
It's all good, Bill, from my side. I was just trying to get you open to thinking and, seeing what I see. You know what I'm saying? There was no this, but this is just all nothing.
It's hard for me to, with all I know about the solution and what the other things I found, and the Buffalo Cowboy car. It's not just the Buffalo Cowboy car. It's not just Moses halfway up 1,000-foot bluff. It's Miss Ford waking him up at his desk on the canyon wall. It's his pile of airplanes alongside the creek. It's the double blazes in the fire hearth. It's Thoth riding the ibis. It's the Ben Stahl painting sculpted in rock next to Treasure Falls. It's the gypsies up on the canyon wall across from the gate to Bootjack Ranch.
If anything, just to say the least, I think you probably have the most creative solve out of anybody.
Jack said there are too many confirmations. Too many confirmations. It's not just Moses on the canyon wall. There's a whole lot to it.
Has Jack ever responded to your emails, Bill?
No, and I sent him another one too, just a week or two ago, asking if we could do some, do a little a photo op, just me and him sitting somewhere having a drink. No questions, nothing. No reply.
No answer, huh?
I
sent him one. The first one I ever sent him was last week, asking him to come on. I said, I do a live Zoom every Saturday. If you're not doing anything, I'd like you to come on. We'll talk politics and religion, nothing else.
Yeah.
Politics and religion is always a good topic, man. No one ever agrees, so it's never ending conversation.
Well, there's your NDA there. He's not allowed to interview with anybody. Maybe.
Well, see, I took the approach, not an interview. I said, we won't talk anything Chase. If anybody in the chat talks it, I'll delete them, ban them. I said, I just want to sit and bullshit with you about politics and religion, man. Period. That's it.
Yeah. And Carl told me to call Jack's lawyer and gave me the number, and I called and left a message and didn't get a call back. So, he's still holding secrets. Deleting emails. What else? Yep. Yeah, too bad that relationship thing didn't work. I was real happy with, but and then Friday, no answer. Text messages hadn't been read yet or nothing. No reply there. And I'm like, well, this is horse shit.
When one door closes, another one opens, man. Yeah. You might have dodged a fucking bullet, Bill.
Yeah. What happened? What happened, Bill?
What are you, the Lost Cat Patrol, man? What the hell's that?
I don't think I should mute myself a second here.
Is he calling news or something?
No. It's one of the many women chasing him, man. He's got a bunch of them chasing him.
Damn. Must be nice, Bill. Fuck.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you were saying, man. It's just, you have to understand, we're all passionate about ourselves, man. We are.
Oh yeah.
All of us. And no one's going to convince us we're wrong, man. I know no one can convince me I'm wrong. No one's going to convince you you're wrong. It's like talking politics and religion, man. You know, we all have our beliefs, and we're not willing to give an inch, man. We're not, none of us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to get Bill to expand his mind and see where dangers could occur. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've always found it interesting. The statement Forrest said he would know for sure when it was found. And then you add in, there's something in the chest that he doesn't want to talk about. That's all he says about it. That's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about it. Well, then why did you bring it up? You know, that's like leading someone on, right? If you didn't want to talk about it, why did you bring it up? We wouldn't have known about it unless you talked about it.
Well, maybe
So
he was eager to talk about it, but then realized he can't really talk about it because it's something secretive.
Yeah, well, if you look at who he was, nothing, in my opinion, nothing came out of his mouth that wasn't planned and pre-thought. It wasn't like half-assed off the cuff. Everything he said was pre-planned and for a reason. But if you stop and look about it, Tyler, think about this. I've heard everything under the moon. He had a tracker hooked up to it. There's a trail cam. There's this. There's that. None of them. No, man. Batteries don't last long. Well, he could go out and change it. Well, no, he said he hasn't been back there. How would he? Where could it be that he would know for sure when it was found? The obvious answer to me to that question is, well, he said it's in the poem. So I guess it's in the poem then.
Barbara says Moses didn't need a paddle. He was taken by God. Moses was never alone. Oh, yeah, he was. He went up the mountain. God told him to leave your friends there. Come up here alone. Don't come nigh.
Yeah.
And see, there's more Moses evidence in the poem.
I still say if we ever find the original 10 Commandments, I would bet my life on it that the lettering in it was laser cut.
Yeah, by a fire, by the blaze.
Yeah, I would consider a laser beam a blaze. Yep.
Yeah, what's that funny light up there?
Wouldn't it be crazy though if I actually have the legit location after putting my original solve to rest?
Your original isn't Brown Sharp's cabin?
No. I've had so many original solves, dude. They range from Vivash Mesa, Indian Creek, like I said last night in New Mexico. What else was there? Shit. I even went down the rabbit hole of maybe it was off the map, type of off the grid type of shit. Jeez, I've been everywhere, dude. Because I was always a New Mexico lover.
I don't know. You tell people I'm live on YouTube and they keep text. Don't you understand? Do not disturb.
My last solve that I was so keen on was in Moore, New Mexico, that I always titled as the junkyard. I think Bill remembers that.
A lot of people were in New Mexico for the simple fact of it's the land of enchantment. I think a lot of people got drawn there, right? Plus, he's from New Mexico, and okay, let's think let's say he's dying. Well, he's not going to drive like 12 hours to get up someplace, right? Like he said,
Yeah.
if I get another one, I'll fling myself on the chest. So people assume, wow, if he knows for sure when it's found, it's got to be close. It's got to be in New Mexico someplace. Which it's logical. It makes sense.
Please don't make me call. And I say, I'm live on YouTube. Bill, do you swear to God what you're saying is what you believe? Are you going to make me call? I am live on YouTube. You don't want to answer me.
Who is this? Is this BB?
Yeah, BB.
She don't
help.
watch you on YouTube, I take it?
I guess not. No.
Or she just wants to interrupt you.
Wants to interrupt. She might be part of the game too. How does he handle this type of person? She's still typing. Yeah. I can't stop. It's annoying, I know. You must tell me to stop.
Yeah, you don't need that, Bill.
It's kind
That's all
of or she's a real person. It's not somebody catfishing me,
Yeah.
and it's like your friend Heather. She needs help. I'm not gonna. I'll talk to her.
Which Heather?
Heather Dawn.
Heather Dawn. Somebody calls out for help. Help me. Stop these demons in my head and all this.
She was a great person. I miss her. I really do.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that somebody reaches out for help, and as long as they're not threatening to you, you try and help.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to shut it down. Just shut her off and shut it down.
No, I'm not saying to shut her off. What I'm saying is like you can be friends with her if anything like that.
I don't know if I could handle her on a daily basis. So
that's what I'm saying with you. I'm saying you can keep her as a friend, but hang up the towel and call it a day with Rose. But first, make sure Rose is real and go on a date with her somewhere.
No, there's Rose's vanished, fell off the fucking planet. She's fallen off the planet. Nowhere to be seen or found. She's got a new SIM card in her phone and a new phone number, and I cannot contact her. The only way is she watches the video and sees my comment. That's the only I can talk about it, The only way I can get a message to her is through YouTube Live.
Well, if you see in her live chat, because I know she knows your user, you can easily message her. You got her email too?
She's not in the chat though. She's nowhere to be found.
Your chat, because I know there's not many people in the chat usually with you. You can easily give your number.
I can't call her. I can't message her. She's shut me off from communication, and she's refusing to communicate with me. It ain't gonna happen, Tyler. I've been catfished.
Wow, see, I didn't know that.
Yes, Troy. I did have a few dinners with Janet Landgard, and Thanksgiving dinner, and and she got drunk off her ass and very belligerent. And I seen Charlie Chapman trying to get me a friend request and all that. And I blocked him a long time ago for being a jerk.
Yeah, I think I got him blocked too.
Yeah, yeah. And if he's trying to pretend to be friendly to get information for Janet or something. I can't stop. I know it's annoying. I know. You just must tell me to stop. Bill, tell me to stop. Please answer. I know you're the answer or you have it. If I'm wrong, tell me to stop, please. I'm asking you to tell me. Okay.
4 letters, S-T-O-P.
What I would do, Bill, is I would end your live stream and have a call conversation with her.
Yeah, well, I'm on a live stream right now. That was her trying. She doesn't know. I don't. Maybe she doesn't know what YouTube is. What I'm doing here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna reiterate what I said, Bill. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm gonna be the joke of this whole thing, and I still play. And she says, "Thanks for telling her to stop."
What I was saying is, I said, and what I was saying, I was advising you in your live stream, have a call conversation with her. Because it sounds like you need to have that talk with her. You know what I'm saying?
I think that she's putting on an act of some sort. It's all part of the thing, you know. And I'm supposed to be the psychotherapist that tells her to stop. That's all I had to do.
Well, it's always good to have someone to talk to, you know.
She was going to bring me the box, you know. When can I come see you? And I said, when would you like to see me? And she said, yesterday.
That a boy.
How many days can I stay? And I said, how many days do you want to stay?
Now, you know what you should have said, Bill? As many as you want.
Yeah, I was like, until I tell you to stop.
That's the safe word. That's the safe word with this one. Stop.
She says, the chase was written by you or for you. Also, Bill, if Forrest had my cat taken, what would you believe he did with him? And why would he do that? I think I know is he had him taken or he knew it would ruin me. Again, why would he do that? And please be honest answers. Well, and she said there were spaceships and stuff and aliens, and I said, well, if the aliens were there, it was probably Alf that took your cat.
Damn it, they should get a hold of her.
Hey, man, that's my sister. Don't beat up on my sister, man.
Oh, silly.
Well, I'll be honest. I listen to some of these people in chats and and I'm amazed. I'm like, wow, real. And when they're serious, I don't know if they're like acting or they can't be serious. I mean, you can't be. Some of these people, it's like you can't be serious. You got to be playing here. You got to be an actor, man. I would categorize her as one of those, man. You can't be serious. Yeah. You've got to be acting here. You got to be playing a part.
Yeah. She says, Forrest said, if you don't believe, please stop looking. That's shit because it's impossible. I didn't forget, Bill. It took over it took over. Sound like a cop out. Yeah, I think so. So too doesn't care what I think. uh, uh, I have no control. Should I? Again, maybe. I just can't feel right about anything.
But you got your hands full, dog.
Much for one person. Huh?
Said you got your handful, your hands full, dog.
Well, I've yeah, she calls on Messenger and I talk to her until she hangs up.
And you know what? Street made a great remark pertaining to, what was it? It was the Puerto Ricans or the Jamaican side?
The what?
What do the Puerto Ricans have to do with it?
It was either the Puerto Rican or Jamaican side. I forget what you said exactly. Because I told you about the Puerto Rican and Jamaican chick that I was talking to.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah, you
hot
gotta
temper.
talk to the Samoans.
Yeah, the temper. Yeah, it was something along those lines.
They're firecrackers,
it made
man.
me think, because Lily, we were on our first date and we were coming out of the Krispy Kreme parking lot, and I think this guy cut me off, and dude, she went fucking nuts. I said, "What the?" I was thinking in my head, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, she'll get out and slice them in a heartbeat, man.
Oh, dude,
I was-
fuck. I was like, "Oh, it's coming."
I was
I was like,
I was
"Get ready, get ready, motherfucker."
I was at a bar in Mountain View, California. I think it was St. James Infirmary or something. And there was a Samoan woman there. And I told her I'm going over to this other bar. It was in Sunnyvale, about 5 miles away. And we got in El Camino Real. I think Street, I've talked to Street about this,
Yeah.
but not online,
Yeah.
not live on YouTube. This is a juicy story. Okay, I had a Pontiac Fiero, and we're on El Camino Real, and it's only like 9:30 in the evening. You know, there's still traffic and stuff.
Yeah.
She stripped down to her panties and was rubbing herself and stuff. And I got to the other bar. I said, "Well, here we are. You can put your clothes on." And I let her out, and I went to a different bar. You couldn't believe that. Yeah, she's playing with herself. This is well,
What do you need-
Come
What
on
do
now,
you
give
need
me,
me
brother.
for?
yeah. Tyler ain't had fun like that yet.
Oh, you just wait, dog. It's coming.
Uh,
I got my hands full. Jesus Christ.
yeah. Like it's like driving 100-mile drive with FaceTime all the way.
I'm telling you, I got my handful. Jesus Christ.
And you're driving along, and people, a guy in a truck driving, can see that something's going on in there, and I'm driving along.
Yeah, that Jamaican import / Puerto Rican chick, she's a good girl. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's just, she's always depressed, and I'm trying to work with her on that shit. I was up till like one night till like fucking 3 a.m. because she was going in suicidal mode. I was like, oh fuck, here we go.
What's she depressed about, man?
Man, she just has a shitty relationship with her mother, and her and her mother always get into it. I don't think she's like that. She's like me, very sensitive about shit, you know? She lets shit easily get to her. Like
So
I
she's
do.
not happy where her life is right now, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like Tyler.
Shut up, Bill.
But you know, one thing you guys fail to realize, your age group, fuck, you're young, man. You got the world in front of you. You're healthy. You know, you can run a mile. You can party all night and work all day. I mean, you got the world in front of you. The things you're worried about
And that's
now.
exactly
When
what
you
I told
get
her.
my age, I'd be like, shit, give me that body. Hell, man, I'll deal with that shit, you know. It's
Yeah.
part of the life, man. It's wisdom. You'll learn.
Oh, dude, I know a lot. I People always come into me for advice, dude. Like I have so many exes, they still come to me, and like I had one ex that came to me crying because her ex-boyfriend's mom was being an asshole to her and treating her like shit. And she called me in tears, and she was like, my mom or my boyfriend or ex-boyfriend's mom is saying this and that. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, I don't even know where to begin. Then I told her later on down the road, I was like, if your ex-boyfriend's mom is being asshole to you, like, I hate to say it, but you don't need to be friends with that guy anymore if that mom is being an asshole to you.
No, it's a simple fix. Just don't go around the mom. It's really fucking simple, man. You don't go around the mom.
I think the only ex-girlfriend I had that would take me back was the one that I told, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need a new ball kicker.
No, straight on a reality check, it was the mom would always message her. And it's not just going around her, it's just the mom would constantly message her and be an asshole to her. That was the problem. And that's what I was.
You don't have to deal. I mean, if there's solid foundation to the relationship, well, he's just going to have to get over it. I don't, She doesn't have to like his mom. She's in a relationship with him, not the mom. Just block her, man. Just block her.
Yeah, but I don't even know. Some people these days. I had a crazy fucking. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. I'm glad I don't talk to her anymore. Jesus. Oh my god. I had an ex that was from Chinkapin, North Carolina. When I broke up with her, my phone notification, I shit you not, every fucking second my phone was going off. Notifications from Twitter, notifications from Twitter, notifications from fucking Instagram, fucking you name it. My notifications are going off from every fucking app. I'm like, oh my god. And this fucking girl, leave me the fuck alone.
Well, my kids have a habit. They'll get in arguments with their boyfriends, girlfriends, and then they'll do the back and forth texting all night long. I'm like, it's simple, man. If you're pissed, shut your fucking phone off. Don't answer. Yes. Oh, I got to answer it. I'm like, no, you don't. You want to answer it. You don't have to answer it. Just drop it. Don't get, the next morning you wake up, things look better. They've had time to think. And then if they start their shit again, turn your fucking phone off or block them. It's really simple, man.
That's what I did. That's what I'm saying. Like, I blocked this chick multiple times. She kept making other accounts fucking messaging me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dealing with the fucking crazy. Oh my god. Like, I would block her multiple times on even if it was some new account, I blocked that account again. And then she make a whole new account, fucking message me again. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this is a never-ending circle.
Well, count your blessings. You didn't get her pregnant and have a child and have to deal with the rest of your life. So you learned a valuable lesson.
I learned that one the hard way. Gee, oh my god. Luckily, it wasn't with this one, but oh my god. I had one from college. Oh my god. It was almost similar to Bill's bachelorette party, but I knew what was going on. But obviously I had no control because, she's over there already touching me and shit. And I told her beforehand, no, I don't want to have sex just yet. I wanted to wait and shit. And of course, she wanted to get horny and then make me horny because she wanted to touch all over me. And I'm like, oh, now I have no control now. So, of course, we passed
the point of no return.
No shit.
But Tyler needs an aggressive woman.
That's what it sounds like. She'll grab your little ass and throw you all over the place.
I really prefer the woman to pick me out rather than you picking 100 of them and maybe one of them will say, okay, I'll date you, Yeah, I'd rather know if I know they already like me, I'm not going to have any trouble.
You know what? I'm going to tell the whole story. So you ready for the whole story, Bill? this is
My
Jeez,
best girlfriends asked me to dance.
this was
You know?
Tyler's worst night ever with a girl. Oh my god. So, and I knew this was the worst fucking thing to do. I was gonna wait it out. I was gonna wait to have go to her place. You know, this was the first night of us fucking dating, and I was with me and her and my roommate. I guess at the time he stayed with me because his original roommate was not the best and was bringing girls over and being loud and keeping them up to like 3 or 4 in the morning and whatnot. So
Yeah. Who's that girl making all the noise last night? No, which one?
yeah, exactly. There was shit like that going on. Anyways, so he was staying with me, and I brought this new girl over, you know, to my place, and I was like, me and you can stay here, and my roommate was like, no, you can go to her place, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So finally, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna show them who's right. And so of course I gave in. I said, fine, I'll go to her place. Oh, Jesus Christ. Worst decision fucking ever. So, like, we go to her place. We're in her bed after she got a shower. And, of course, you know, she's rubbing all over me. Point of no return at that point. So, we go to the bathroom. She leaves her set of keys because this was at a dorm. A dorm. And she left her keys in her room for the dorm. And I left my keys in her room. So, when her door closes, so you have to go through the door first to get to the bathroom, and then when that door locks, you have to have the key. Well, she didn't have her key. I didn't have my key, so oh Jesus Christ, we had two decisions: sleep in the fucking shower.
Were you naked, locked in the bathroom without a key to get out, huh?
Well, no, we weren't naked. Luckily, we had clothes on. We had clothes with us. Luckily.
Oh, it would have been more fun without your clothes.
No. I missed the detail there, but I spared y'all the detail. But anyways, I'm just, oh, jeez. So it doesn't even stop there. So we got locked out of her place. And of course, I got locked out of mine. So we had two options: sleep in the shower or sleep in the study room. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to the study room because I do not want to sit here with a fucking towel in the goddamn shower and sleep with. And her roommate didn't fucking like her. Her roommate fucking hated her. So I was not using her roommate's towel. I said, nope, I'm good. I'm going to the fucking study room with my fucking shirt, put my shirt over my knees, and I'll be good.
And you are watching Diary of an Early American Boy. The Moisturize said that.
I forgot one good. Oh shit! I forgot one important detail. So, I don't know if they had these around when y'all were in college, but resident advisors who watch over the students in the
I
dorms.
think they still do. I think they
I
still
was-
do.
I was a resident advisor at this fucking time. Not supposed to be going to their girls' dorm place. I did any fucking way. And so, who gets involved? Because me and her both got locked out. Campus police. Because we had to go get our keys somehow in some way. So, of course, you know me. I've always been honest and upfront, so I can't lie. I've already been caught. I can't lie at this point. This point of no return. Fuck it. So we go there the next morning. It's fucking freezing. Oh, I froze my ass off. I was fucking running. She was the tortoise and the hare way down yonder behind me. Because I'm getting there as fast as fucking possible. I'm freezing my ass off. No shoes. Luckily, I had probably like this on right now, like I have right now. There's a shirt with barely any sleeves, shorts. I think it was shorts. And that's about it. No shoes either. Fucking freezing. And we got there, and I was like, I stayed at her place. We got locked out, and I don't have my keys. She doesn't have hers. So, of course, they want ID. I don't have my fucking wallet either. So we went to her room. I got my stuff, and we went to my place, and I was like, oh shit. What's my room number again? And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember my room number. And I told him, I said, well, shit, before we go up there and you see it anyways, you just ain't gonna see it any goddamn way. I'm a resident advisor because I know I can't keep my mouth shut. I have to be honest. So he pulls me aside and is like, from now on, don't let me ever catch you at a girl's place ever again. All right, cool. That's
Yeah,
the
when
end
I
of
was
that story. But
19,
at the end of it all, luckily, Bill, oh jeez, I'm just lucky to not have any kids running around. It could have turned to the worst to that possibility, but it didn't.
In 1978, I had a girlfriend. My girlfriend was going to Chico State, and I would drive from the Bay Area, from Fremont up to, it was a couple 100 miles, and I would drive up there every weekend to go see her. And she was in the girls' dorm, and I'd visit. We did things you weren't supposed to do in the girls' dorm, whatever. One time she said, "Oh, go take a shower right down the hall here," and I said, "This is the girls' dorm." Oh yeah, but there's nobody in there right now. I'm taking a shower in there. The girl comes in. Oh, excuse me. I'll be out of here in just a second.
Yeah.
Fun,
Let's see. I'm sure I do somewhere.
Man, I'm gonna have to drop off. I got to get up early in the morning, man. It's been a pleasure, Bill.
I'm tired. I can't keep my eyes open.
I'll send a picture of it to Bill, and I'll send a picture to you, Street.
All right.
Cool.
I gotta call my friend back, and the other friend ain't gonna call.
Good luck with that one, Bill.
And, if she ain't talking to me, I'm gonna talk to somebody.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm moving. I'll move on. I ain't got nobody. Still,
there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of fish in the sea, Bill.
I am available until somebody kisses. It's like Sleeping Beauty or whatever. Snow White. The thing, except 7 nymphs instead of 7 dwarfs, whatever. and I've always said, if I find love before the treasure, it's love. If it's after the treasure, then it's gold diggers, and I'll take 10 just like Dean Martin had.
Well, I wouldn't count it out. I mean, it's a good time for I'll spend the evening with you, but you ain't hanging around tomorrow.
Yeah, there's someone else scheduled for tomorrow.
I'm a busy man.
I had a buddy, one of my buddies, when I was like 19, 20, 21. He said, I have a policy, never see the same girl 2 days in a row. Yeah. He got married and wealthy man.
Now he sees the same one every day.
Yeah, he'd same one all the time. Yeah, Kara.
Well, have a good evening, Bill. Tyler, man. It's been a pleasure.
You too. Later. See you, Tyler.
Shit, I found her.
Yeah, adios.
See you later, Bill. Peace out. I'll send a picture to you.
Yeah.